Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Astroneer, where the Wanderer suit looks just a bit menacing staring at you through the field shelter door. He really does. Anyway, here in the new underground section of my Glacio base. I just completed this week. You can see the floor does kind of slope up because that's what happens when you make a flat floor. It does slope up in that general direction. But it's no big deal because this direction is just like general storage for stuff I'm not using anymore. So, you know, it's not really all that necessary. This is all eventually going to become, well, over here is going to be like a little game table. So that's why this is here. But this is all going to become storage of extra resources. I mean, up above, literally like right above us, there is storage. Oh, hey, under the roof, Korean. How you doing? You gonna go watch Naruto interview? All right, enjoy Naruto. But right above us, there's storage for 24 of every resource, so we have them on hand. But there's extras always left over, and there's also quite a few extras left over on every planet. So how do you get in and out of here? There's a couple different ways, because everybody talks about it in your class and you feel left out. Never watched it. First way to get out into the world is to go through this gateway. Arch, I should call it. It's not a gateway. That's a gateway. But to go through the arch and down the ramp, it's obviously designed for rovers. That's why it's nice and wide. And now there's a random icicle sticking through it that wasn't there yesterday. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's still wide enough. Everything is connected to the power grid, by the way. 100%. Waffle House, bro. Dude, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, buddy? 100% of it's connected to the grid. Not a single extender has been used. It's all now 100% on the grid, everything. And I kind of dig that. And I've got the lights set up mostly so that when you're at the base, the lights are off. When you leave the base, the lights come on. So that as you come up, you're greeted by light. Though for some reason that one is not working properly. I filled up the reaction slots just because it kept pulling the battery and windmills off. I'll squeeze through here so I'll turn the light back on. Have a bit of light down here, and then to get back up to the main base, there's just a little ramp over here by the gateway. And I know it seems like this is huge, but I plan on bringing a lot of stuff up here. Like, a lot of stuff. Oh, and by the way, you notice everything's painted? There's a little spot there that I missed, apparently. But I did my best to get it all painted Glacio colors. Same with the rest of the base. Up top, everything is now painted. And so this is the way up to the main base. It takes you to the manufacturing area, and then up into the resource area, and then the power production. Again, everything is now connected instead of extenders. You can see where I had extenders running into all this. Now it's just an actual power cable. That's because I made a bunch of the little tiny medium platform A's. The little tiny square guy that you saw on the ceiling down in the basement. I made a bunch of those and just used those instead of extenders. Which I can show those to you. I also have plenty of hydrazine now. I don't think we'll be running out anytime soon. It's 144. The nice thing about this with jetpacks is there's an easy way to get in here. And even kind of without jetpacks, you can survive this fall. Believe it or not, it looks pretty tall, but you can survive it. But I just throw jetpack into it. So you can get down here pretty easy if you need to go from level to level. And then you can just jetpack right back up. I may eventually build this into a ramp that slopes up and then comes back up to here. But that's for some other time. It'd be easy enough to do because, I mean, these two areas already connect. I would just have to make this steeper right here so that it goes down quicker. Not a huge deal, honestly. Ow. I just don't have a whole lot of a wall there, so I'd have to manually build the whole ramp. So, I did originally have this whole end open, but then I decided to close it up. So that's why you've got the big flat walls here, is to get it closed up. And finally, I got a somewhat decent seam between the two. Well, House Pro, I was wondering about you. Actually, I've been wondering about you for the past couple weeks. I hadn't seen you in so long. And then this research aid station that we buried up the top is now once again in the way, and I don't really know what to do with it. Here you can see some of the media platforms that are connecting everything on the base. Sorry, I had a massive sneeze there. I figured this was nicer than extenders, and the reason I like them more than extenders, I'm convinced extenders screw up your power grid because the meters never read right. Like the power splitters never ever read the right units of power when you have extenders connected. Yeah, school and work. I figured it was like that. I missed you, man. Just wanted to know you've been missed. Your absence has been noted, or noticed, I should say. So yeah, I'm really proud of how this all has now finally come together. I feel that this base is, for the most part, complete. I mean, like I said, there's little details I can do to, add a ramp or something like that. But I also need to get this shuttle out of here. I just need to take it somewhere else. I don't really know where, though. I guess I could go leave it on Silva. Don't know. So what I want to do tonight is kind of realign the purpose of the different planets and what they're there for. Because right now there's just like a hodgepodge of resources on Calidor and a hodgepodge of resources on Silva. I'd like to bring all of those resources up here and basically focus those two planets on just their core thing. So Silva, really just atmospheric condenser for hydrogen, and like get rid of everything else that's down there. We don't need it down there. It's just taking up space down there. I don't know what I'll do with like large shredders and things like that. I guess I can package them and bring them up here and put them in the unused equipment room that I have. And then on Deslo, kind of the same thing, though I want an atmospheric condenser for sulfur, as well as processing for any wolframite and malachite that I find there to get tungsten and copper, respectively. But like, we don't need soil centrifuges on all those planets. We just don't need it all because everything's here. This is the main base. This is the home. I don't need a huge, extensive base on every planet. But I thought what would be nice to have is also a good lithium mine. I mean, not that I'm going to need lithium anytime soon, because, well, I have all the batteries and power that I need. But still, it can't hurt. You never know what comes out in the future, right? And I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I've only got like maybe a dozen pieces of lithium left. So I thought it'd be kind of nice to go down to Visanya, take a look around in the caves, see what I can find in the way of a space, or maybe even a couple spaces that have a good amount of lithium, and see what I can do about setting up an actual lithium mine, maybe a crane on a platform that has rovers that goes back and forth between the two. I don't know. So that's where we're going to go, is check that out and see how that's going to work. Overhauls Pro, are you a senior this year? I think you are, right? Or did you graduate? I can't even remember if you're in college now or not. Actually, before that, let's go to Silva and just start bringing some of that stuff back that we just don't need down there anymore. Like, I've gone through a lot of hydrogen recently, because obviously I made all of that hydrazine, and that uses, I mean, I've gone through like 50 canisters of hydrogen. So I'd like for this to be a big hydrogen production facility. Maybe some malachite as well. War never changes. Thank you for that raid, man. I appreciate it. How'd your stream go? I mean, we could do malachite down here, but really malachite is better to get from Calidor, honestly. Down in the caves, it's not that hard. So maybe we could do one of those as well. Got the Vainglorious sign up. Nice. Badass. So see, I eventually want to get rid of, like, I guess I could keep... I'm stuck. I guess I could keep the chemistry lab and keep the atmospheric condenser, but I don't need a smelter on this planet anymore if I'm not going to do copper down here. I don't need a soil centrifuge anymore. I don't need the shredder. I don't need that. I mean, like, the majority of this stuff is redundant. I mean, I guess I could leave research down here, but... Crave case in the hand. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So I'm just thinking about just, you know, just reducing the amount of stuff I have on all the different planets. Let's turn the lights on. It's a little dark. Boom. Look at that. Light switches. I love it that I can just... I have them all in their own little loop. Bump that one on. It's not like I need the power for anything else. And then we could bump this one on as well. There we go. I also painted everything here on Silva, so no more ugly gray stuff everywhere. It's all natural colors. Yeah, I want to... Like, my main base is Glacio, and I've got small sub-bases with an atmospheric condenser at least on every planet. I'm going to keep that. But I want to get every planet just really focused in on a thing, or maybe a couple of things. Like, Desalo, obviously, will be for the Duke of Weasels, thank you. Will be for sulfur, getting that, and then it'll also be for probably, for sure, tungsten, maybe a little bit of ammonium, and probably where I get my malachite. Like I said, I could do malachite here, but to get it in any real quantity, you're talking about a trip to the core. Because it's just not really all that plentiful on the surface. So, I don't know. You do keep a mineral extractor on each dirt graphene to make moving easier. Yeah, I mean, I probably could. Or dirt graphite. I mean, I probably could keep that, but I don't need the smelter. I don't need the shredder. I don't know what I'm going to do with the shredder. I mean, I have 4 silos of scrap back on Glacio, and that took me a half hour to get all that. And so I haven't even gotten all that far from my base yet, as you hear me open a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I only need a smelter in one place, but I would like to be able to bring it back to Glacio already smelted. Like, find a whole bunch of stuff, drop it on the smelter, go to another planet, pick up whatever it was working on, and then swing back by, pick it back up, and then boom, just put it in place in storage. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But, like, power overkill on these planets, too. Like, look at this. All these power production things just sitting here that are so unnecessary. Like... With what I do on this base, these 4 RTGs are overkill. Don't need the batteries, don't need the windmills, don't need the solar. Just don't need it. So I want to condense. But the first thing I want to look at is what I want to condense. I know I want to take all of this stuff here to storage. Like, go store it on... in the basement area that I have in Glacio, which I can just keep expanding and expanding because I'm in the side of a hill. So it's pretty much infinite storage. I mean, it's not, but it essentially is. So I know I want to get all this stuff out of here. Not right this second, but I do eventually want to move it. I don't need it down here. We never craft anything down here. We never make anything here. Because everybody who plays with me has now saved at least once on Glacio, so they always spawn on Glacio now. I don't even need that tractor. I've got a rover with a drill, and that's all you really need, is this big guy. Yeah, that's kind of what I have too. That's what I'm going to go for is kind of this setup really more than anything. So I can fit a couple of the big boys on there and just pack it on there. Just extra resources out the wahoo. So I have the main collection on Glacio that is 24 of every resource. I almost want to just start here, but I also want to kind of go scout out how I'm going to do a lithium mine. Because I think it'd be kind of cool to actually set up a mine with a drill. I hate using the drill arm. I don't like using it. I prefer strip mining with a rover. But Visania's caves are so tall, they don't really allow for that type of strip mining. So maybe it will be a good thing. I don't know. We're going to go in the caves and look and see. Oh, excuse me. Or I could set it up on Novus, but if I do it on Novus, then there's the issue of there's not as much lithium in each deposit that you come across. Plus, you have to deal with Novus's horrible terrain where the lithium usually spawns. So I just don't want to deal with that. Just waiting for it to circle around so I can land at the base up here. But what I did early on was set up an atmospheric condenser, one on each planet and then on Novus, that's dedicated to just one specific gas. So if I run out of that gas, all I have to do is go back to that planet and it's already there waiting. Because anytime I unload it and take it back with me, I always take 2 silos with me and start it back up so that while I'm playing, it's just filling up. In the background, I don't have to worry about it. Good lord, where is my base? I know it's over here near the North Pole somehow, or somewhere, but there's this massive mountain range in the way to prevent me from clicking it. There it is. It's coming up. Usually at this point in the game is where I'm like, okay, well, I've got a big main base, got a couple smaller bases, I'm starting the new save. But now I really want to take the idea of base refinement to a new level and just kind of start thinking more purpose-built stuff. I don't remember where our cave to the core is on this planet. Is it this? Yeah, it's right there. Okay. So cool. Rover's ready to go. So see, I have like this set up on every planet. Field shelter, atmospheric condenser, RTG, some hydrazine in case I run out, and then the gases that it's been making while I'm gone. This is on every planet. Just a tiny, tiny little base. No landing pad because they're not necessary. I just pick one that's already here and deal with it. And apparently I also have some just extra organic laying around. You usually just gather gases with the large shuttle. Yeah, but then I have to wait around and I get impatient. Like, see, boom, I could do a lithium mine like right over there. Let's see where this joins the ramp here. Is this level ever? Yeah, we completely skipped that level on our drilling to the core, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, well, stop sliding. Wow, that's steep. Holy cow! I didn't realize I was that. No wonder he was sliding. There we go. Man, we were in a hurry to get to that core. Oh, that's not a nice little hole there. Does that go all the way through? No, but pretty close. Looks like it could swallow an Astroneer. An Astroneer. Is that what Neil Armstrong was? An Astroneer? So yeah, let's build the ramp, or let's build this over to the ramp. We can make this like, look at all that lithium. I have plenty of lithium, but look at it all. I mean, I could build a level up here and a level down there, and then just move the drill arm between it and probably get all of it. So let's investigate that. Where's a nice smooth spot that the ramp will intersect? So the ramp should be right about there. And this is kind of the edge of the deposit of lithium, so that works out well. So let's build a flat section, or a flat-ish section. I can just find something flat here. That's kind of how it is now. Like, lithium's just like this now. Just like floor to ceiling, like massive amounts. I keep finding it this way ever since I've started this save. Yeah, it's Vasanya. I just keep finding it like this on the two saves I've started since, not the Wanderer update, the Explorer update, has been really plentiful like this. And I really don't have anything flat here. I guess that's probably as close as I'm going to get to flat is that. Let's see what this does and if it intersects with the ramp in a nice way. See, that's going down. I don't want that to go down. What do I have that's better? Are you better? That's going up. See, I'm really terrible about flattening off on my own, and I'm already nearly out of oxygen. So, there's rubber. Like, I guarantee you, just around the corner from here, there'll be another deposit just like that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't go back that way and find another deposit, just boom, right around the corner. Because I keep finding them. I'm gonna get lost if I go too far, though. Yeah, like, see? There you go. There's another big bunch of it right there. It's just everywhere. Alright, let's refill on oxygen while I'm here. Wait, I wasn't looking at the same one. No, there's definitely a wall there. I was not looking at the same one. And that's how close together they are. It's just kind of crazy how much there really is now. Like, lithium used to be something that you'd get a little bit, walk around, deal with plants, get a little bit, walk around. Now it's just everywhere. You don't have to go to the core anymore to get good quantities. I filled up a whole rover full, me and one other guy, in 10 minutes one time during a live stream. Okay, what I need to do is... Okay, I need a tool that I don't have here. Okay, so we're going to temporarily leave this planet. Because to make something flat, I need assistance via the alignment mod. Just to get me started, and then I can flatten from there. Why do they have to advertise the crap out of the most popular game they had to release? Wow, classic commercials again. Wow. Can't wait until I'm partnered and I can start getting some of that ad revenue as much as you guys see ads on my channel. I don't ever see ads on Twitch. Like, it's rare. Like, I watched a stream for 4.5 hours last night and saw an ad when I joined. One. Like, now, like, on my stream, like, here on my stream information panel, my dashboard, like, this thing says stream won't be visible during the ad, but it never tells me when an ad's playing. Like, on YouTube, when I used to stream on YouTube, I could choose when ads ran. You might use... yeah, and you sub as well, so that exempts you. Which I appreciate your sub, man. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't know when an ad's playing. How am I supposed to... It's like, what if I want to do some really cool thing? You know, but half my audience is watching an ad. They miss it. I guess that's what this button's for. But that's only the last 20 seconds of what we were looking at, so... You also have to run them like 5 minutes. No worries, man. I appreciate the raid, and I appreciate you tuning in. I need to get by one of your streams. This past 2 weeks have been... That is just the summary of the past couple weeks. And this week I've been genuinely annoyed. I applied for a job, had a phone interview, and seemed like it went really well. They wanted all this documentation, all these different things from me. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't know why I made that. I have like 2 of them over here. Well, now I have 3. Went through all this effort this week, getting all this stuff together for them. I mean, like, not an insignificant number of documents and accurate phone numbers from employers I worked for when I was in high school. No joke. Like, the one business is shut down. They're like, well, we still need to contact. I'm like, the guy who owned it's dead. So I had to start reaching out to people to try to find somebody that had been in management there. It's just nightmare stuff. And then they just up and canceled the appointment for my in-face interview. And when I called them, I'm like, do we need to reschedule? They're like, no, thank you. I'm like, okay, well, can I ask what happened? No. Click. What the fuck? Wasted all this time. And I need a job. Genuinely need a job. Nah. I'm pretty good with employer diplomacy. I don't know. I just got a weird vibe from them the whole time. But whatever. Would have been good money though. Oh man. Would have been more than I was making at my last job. Maybe I'll get lucky and Twitch or YouTube will just like all of a sudden just explode and I can just do this full time. Yeah, right. Been doing YouTube 5 years and I only make like $20 a month off of that. So it takes like 5 months just to get a payout from YouTube. I make more on Twitch than I do on YouTube now. Alright, that's down here, yeah. Right over here. Anyways, enough about money. Don't want to bitch too much. I want to take that off, put that on, and just get a flat spot that I can then level out the rest of it manually. Like, that's literally, I just wanted to do that. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep using the alignment mod. I know it makes a weird curvy base, but whatever. Yeah, it's really weird on YouTube because I'll have some videos that'll just like go bonkers. And then like the next day, my next video gets like 6 views. I'm like, the fuck? It's like, what am I doing wrong? Problem is, I started as a GTA Online channel. Like, that was all I did. So a big chunk of my base just wants to see GTA, and that's it. And I still love GTA, don't get me wrong. I play it every day. At least long enough to do my daily objectives. I've always loved the GTA series. I always will love the GTA series. But I did find out that part of my problem is I switched several of my videos. I switched all of my GTA videos to 4K because the way YouTube's compression is, it makes it look awful. But if you upload a 4K version, even the 1080p version looks better. Just a nice little trick you can do. But all right, take care, man. But what I discovered is users don't even get notifications on mobile devices usually for 4K videos. So like the majority of my subscribers weren't even getting notified that I had a video out. Alright, this should punch through to the cave. Or the tunnel, the ramp, whatever is the word I'm looking for. And then once it does, I can connect the two in a nice way. First, I need to be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, it's just a frustrating maze with YouTube. But I still like it, so I keep doing it. Alright, where is this going to punch through to my ramp? But I should have punched through the ramp by now. Okay, I've missed it. I missed. I really thought that was going to be it. Okay, I've got an idea. I know what I can do. What I'll do is just knock out this sidewall here so I can see what's going on. Aha, there's where I should have been flattening to, right there. So there's where I was trying to go. So if I bring it like right over to here, that would be a nice transition onto this ramp. Yeah, that would work. That would work quite well. I should have brought more soil canisters with me. And more batteries. Used to have a wind turbine, but man, Lasagna takes it out of you. With the wind turbine and an RTG, or a wind turbine, however you want to say it, that's as quick as I'm charging. I've kind of grown to really like this suit, especially because you can just take a picture with it. You don't have to have a camera. Which, if you didn't know that, how cool is that? You can just set it as one of your hotkey actions and instantly take a picture, which I think is pretty awesome. Also found out that this suit is inspired and dedicated to Paul, the co-founder of the game, and system error that passed away. Like, it's modeled after some of his favorite things. His idle animations even are kind of how Paul stood and his mannerisms and stuff. And I think that's really awesome that they did that. So there you go. There's a nice place that I can probably drive the rover right off. Bump, bump. Let's see how easy it is to get the rover back and forth between those. And then we can figure out where we want to set up the mine. Well, apparently all the models of all the things we had to find for Explorer Update, those are models he created, which that's really cool. I mean, I think they cleaned them up and everything, but still. And then, of course, there's actually in the spectrogram of the audio that they play, there's an actual photo of him with a camera taking a picture, including some other stuff that he was really into. It's just all a very touching tribute to the guy and the way they did it. Let's just bring the ramp over. You know, they never said how he passed away, but I'm guessing. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm guessing it was a suicide because people said they found him when he didn't show up for work. Which I can relate to that pain because earlier this year, my best friend took his own life. Struggled with mental illness and just couldn't take it anymore. It's sad. It's hard. It's really rough. There we go. So see, yeah, that'll be a nice transition from the ramp to a mine. And like this stuff down here on the floor, I could strip mine. No big deal. I could just use a rover. But the stuff up there, I'm pretty sure a drill will reach that, won't it? Like with the drill arm, will it reach that high? I mean, there's only one way to find out. Is go make one. I just wanted to get the area scoped out first. So let's clean this up a little bit with the rover. Just point the drill up and clean off some of this stuff that's hanging above. with that. I'm going to drill the ramp off from underneath me that way. I want to be careful on this transition, though. That I'm pointing the right way here. There we go. And then get this flat so that it's not digging down. Come on, you can squeeze into there. Come on. Just squeeze in. I love this music in the caves. With that, I don't know. What's that girl just singing a melody? I don't even know what it is, but it's beautiful. It's hauntingly beautiful. Come on, get around that. Get around that. I want you to stay on the flat part because I really don't want to deal with the train down here. Here I thought I made a really nice big base, or a big platform, and the rover barely fits. Of course. Alright. Careful I don't destroy my ramp there. Looks like I may have dug into it a little bit already. Oh, well, if I do, I can fix it. I just want to make sure I can see when I'm coming down here. That should be good enough. Alright, let's fix the areas that are roughed up. Yep, definitely cut out part of my ramp. Oops. So there, now I can do something. Oh, how did I screw that up? I don't even know. Is that always like that? I don't think so. I'm going to blame whoever built this tunnel, which it wasn't me. I don't think I dug this one. It was you, Fat Cubed. I know it. I don't know if you're watching right now, but pretty sure it was you. So there, yeah, that'll be an easy way to just turn off, come down, boom, go mine some lithium. So what I would think I should do then is figure out, should I make just a second? I can't remember how big the thing is. I've got one somewhere. Oh, it's in a different save. Never mind, I don't have one. Okay, so back up to Glacio and figure out how I want to do this. I'd kind of like it to be something I can just leave in the caves and then move around. So I have two choices. I can put it on a rover platform, which I think will be better because that'll give me some extra height. And then tow that rover platform from place to place with this rover and just attach and then have like something like that on the back of it. Actually, probably a tall silo. On the back of it with a bunch of medium silos attached to it. And then this rover can just tow it back and forth and move things around. That would probably be the best bet. So let's go make the drill arm a drill, which I need to make some diamonds. I have them, but I don't want to use them. Isn't that weird? Maybe I'll just... No, I'm just going to go ahead and use the supplies I have and then restock. Yeah, that's what I'll do, just for the sake of time and getting this moving. Nope, that's... Yeah, that satellite tribute is... It's pretty sad. It is. It's hard to lose someone to suicide. Happened to me when I was a kid, but I was really too young to really process it when I was like 13. But, you know, I didn't really have the emotional maturity at that point to really deal with it. And then plus, you know, people kind of shielded me from it as much as possible. But man, it's an adult. And how I found out, just like log onto Facebook, his dad's posted about it, and I'm like, oh my god, no way. It was rough. Oh, hey, look, lithium. We'll just drop that here on the floor for now. I don't need the alignment mod anymore. I need quite the collection of train tools because I keep making them, even though I already have them. Alright, so a drill arm. I don't even remember what the thing's called. A crane, that's it. Steel, silicone, and titanium. I need a empty silo. borrow that from that rover for now. And I've already forgot what I said. Steel, silicone, and titanium. So steel is around here somewhere. There is steel. Silicone should have been around front. Right there. And titanium? Titanium, yes. That is how short my memory is. There's actually titanium over there already on the printers. And then a new drill strength 3 is what? Tungsten carbide and... Oops. Oh, titanium alloy and diamond. Diamond there. And titanium alloy there. And then Rover Boy is... Passed it, didn't I? Oh, a large rover, okay. 24, yeah, 24 of everyone. There's 24 of everything. And, like, all of this that you mine, none of this is from Soil Centrifuge. None of it's traded. I went and dug it all up. I dug up everything to make everything, or extracted the gases. It's just kind of how I play. You know what else we'll need is an RTG, since I don't plan on leaving it connected to the rover at all times. Where is my nanocarbon alloy? There you are. And then I arranged them according to a resource tree image that I found, I think, on the Astroneer wiki. So that's why they're arranged in the order they're arranged, because they're on that way I can find them easy. Okay, so I got everything I need for the drill. I've got... Okay, so I need the big boy here, which is aluminum alloy. 2 aluminum alloy. Aluminum alloy and 2 rubber. So like that. And then I also need, what, 3 steel for this guy. Let's get my aluminum alloy before I forget. 1. If you think that what I have is crazy, damn it, I don't remember the link to Keldor's video. Keldor, how many do you have? 500 and how many of every resource? If you're still watching, pretty sure you are. And while you answer, I'm going to find your video again. Can you search YouTube history? I don't know if you can. History. Search watch history. Base? I don't know. That didn't help. Search. Search. Kitchen remodel. Base test. Figured this would be... Apparently that brings up a lot of... There it is. Keldor Grayskull's Astroneer base tour. Get the link to this. Because this is... If you think this is impressive... how many of each resource do you have? I just linked to your video there. I don't remember how many of every resource you have. 576 of everything. I'd crave, by all means, take a minute, go watch that video, and then come back and tell Keldor just absolutely how nuts he is. And how do you choke on tea exactly? Alright, so that's the steel that I got for that. I've got titanium over there to make the silos. So I think that's all I need. Yeah. Let's manufacture a bunch of stuff. Ow. That's handy. Thanks. And while you're at it, I will get that guy going, and you can start making the RTG and the drill. There we go. Just a little. Just a little, yeah. Right. When I saw that, because he kept telling me about it, and he posted pictures on the Astroneer Discord. But then I saw it, and I was just like, oh my god. That is. Did I pass the drills and I wasn't paying attention? No, there they are. Oh, I burned through all those resources nice and quick, didn't I? So wait, what's the silicone and the steel for? Oh, the crane. Where do you make the crane? Medium printer? Yeah, medium printer. Alright, can I reach across, please? Thank you. I've never really used these, because I just don't like them all that much, but I think for where I'm trying to work, it's going to come in handy. I'm going to need, you know what, let's just bring the shuttle over here. The wall printer idea is kind of genius, yeah. Yeah, I saw that one, I'm like, that's cool. Though lately, I've been able to get, like, my small printer. Man, I printed, like, 16 of these silos yesterday, and they just, like, they kept stacking next to each other. Like, I don't know if it's something that they've done, but it let me print more than just a stack of 4 things here, which was kind of cool. So we have 12 of these. Let's see if it does it today or not. It probably won't and make a liar out of me. But yesterday it let me print more than 4 things in a stack. Yeah, see, look. It's just going to keep going. It used to stop when you had 4 things stacked up. It's like, you're done. And now it just lets me keep going. That's 6 stacked up on each other now. And then, yeah, just put it right next to it, which I'm very happy that it does that. So that holds 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I don't know that I have enough lithium for all of this. Who is making that horrible racket? Knock it off. We're going to leave this behind for now. Load that into there. Load that into here. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't mention it in the past notes, but yeah, I don't know how far you can go. I mean, I have to make a dozen of these things. So let's see. Or maybe it's just some weird glitch about how I've got this stuff laid out and the terrain below it or something. I don't know. So there's 6. This is number 7, and I'm gonna need more lithium. Oh, that's so cool. Just over to the other side now. And they're in perfect little stacks. Look at that. I mean, that middle stack's kind of wobbly and making noise, but they're in perfect stacks. I need more lithium. Do I have any down here? I think I do. Pretty sure I have. Yeah, there's more lithium. Actually, I don't need to make 11 of these because I can take actually only 10. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more. Look at that. That middle stack just wobbling. Oh, man. Boop. Yeah, it's not doing the best job, but at least it lets you keep going. I'm fine if it makes a mess. Don't bother me any. So that'll be 1. And this will be 2. And I'll load everything up on that other one. Whoops, I picked up the wrong thing. I guess I'm loading it all up on this one. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 11, and 12. There we go. Cool. That gets me all of those that I need. I've got my crane on there. I've got my large silo on there. And then I have the dozen silos to go on it. So all we have to do is use the rover, take it all down there. And then I can just take off from here. I'm really hoping that for this upcoming groundwork update, that the large drills get attachments like an alignment mod and a wide mod, a boost mod, things like that. Although you might need a couple extra RTGs for that type of boost mod, but still, I think it'd be really cool. Alright, lithium mine. Let's get going here. I almost wonder if I shouldn't have, like, some sort of storage here, or if I should just, like, I don't know. You've got an Astroneer problem. No such thing. So let's do this. Let's take this off, take all that down there, and unpack it down there. There we go. Can't quite see my seat. There we go. This is gonna look so weird going in the cave because it's taller than the cave. Oh, almost missed the cave. Hopefully I can see around it to see when I need to turn. Thank God for lack of collisions. Or think system error, more like it. Alright, so just stay to the right when I get down here. Yeah, there we go. Nice little transition there. Perfect. And then I can put this stuff pretty much in place with where I want to start. And then as I need to move it, I can just use... I can either throw the seat on here. Ooh, is that a big hole, though? Just a big... No, it's just really uneven terrain, which who cares? I genuinely don't care. I can dig it out as necessary. So over here on this wall is where I'm really wanting to test to see if this reaches. It might reach. I don't know. Green module. Put that there. Can I unpack it, please? You know what? I almost had. I could really get away with putting 2 of those massive silos on there. But I think that might be a little overkill. I mean, I don't know that there's that much lithium here. So we'll just do... I want to do it this way or right next to me. Probably on the front so that it's, like, not in my way. Like, in the camera's way. What would color do? Where is all that other stuff? I know I brought it. Oh, there it is. Sweet. I love how I waste all of that. So we'll put the RTG up front. Oh, I don't have a light or anything on this thing. Can you attach? You can't really attach lights to it, though. Didn't think about that. I mean, you can. You could. I guess you could put lights. Because that's down here at the base, so that wouldn't do you any good. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the lighting situation. Excuse me. I keep clearing my throat and sniffling and everything. My allergies are just something fierce today. Come on back. Why don't you come right here for just a second so I can see what I'm actually doing. No, right here. Right here. No, right. There you go. Unpack you, then rotate this thing around. Hey, Samson, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about lights down here. Guess I could just... I don't know. I don't want to string up a bunch of work lights just to have to move them every time. And then the final one is still on the shuttle. Alright, so how high can this now reach? Let's see. Can it get way... Oh, it can get pretty high up there. The camera's really wonky, though. But man, that's gonna mine some lithium fast. Can't reach all of it, but most of it. So yeah, I will have to move it around now and then just to get it where it needs to go. Samson, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. I could definitely use a light up there on that thing. And that's kind of the edge of its reach there. A work lamp on the side of the crane seat helps light the way. Oh, like where that lithium is? Will that be... Is that what I need? So just a regular work light, not the floodlight? Yeah, I guess... Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? I have no copper on this planet. Wow, this is pretty effective. I've never ever used this before. Is there any more in here? Yeah, I just can't see what I'm doing, so let's go get some copper. Another trip. Yeah, that one goes back in the shuttle. That's why it's still on there. So just a regular work light, huh? It's a work in progress. We'll figure it out. Oh, don't drive off the side, please. I may as well go ahead and take this with me because that's all my fuel. Speaking of, probably a good time to refuel. No, down there. There you go. Right there, right there, right there. No, right there, right there, right here. Down here, not up there. There we go. I didn't realize that the shuttle's partly sunken into the ground. Oh well, I can live with that. Just to go get copper, because I have nothing on this planet. Well, there's not copper on this planet anyway, is there? Malachite's only on Silva and Calidor, right? If I remember right. I could be wrong. Off an M. There you are. Let me look. No, I was right. Just Silva and Calidor. Yeah. Saga. Would 2 work lights be better than 1? Or is that going to be overkill? Or is it not even going to make a difference? See, if the end of the arm had a nice little attachment slot on it, that would be the perfect place to put a spotlight, the floodlight. There we go. Copper over here. Somewhere. There it is. Well, you should just put it in the... Oh, I chose floodlight, not work light. I'm smart. Everybody was just waiting on me to make the mistake. Small batteries. One of these days I will remember the order of everything. Probably not. Yes, I have seen a silo of floodlights. And it is bright. The first time I saw that was actually on Positive Left stream. She filled up an entire silo. Actually, I think 2, and drove around with it on her rover. I only have like 6 on a silo. So, you know, I didn't go as overkill as I could. It's one expensive work light. Had to travel to a different planet to get it. Not Systemera. Exodynamics is gonna write me up for spending all this money on fuel. Yeah, did you just go there, Crave? And it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that the Explorer update made that change, because that was when I made this save, was with Explorer. And oh my god, it's just, it is floor to ceiling. Oh yeah, when I was doing it by hand, I filled up my backpack like immediately because I had the boost mod and the drill. Just boop, done, full, and I was just dropping it on the floor. I was like, okay. You would think I would remember where this ramp is by now, but I don't. You know what? Let's go ahead and put this back on as well. And take these other 2 silos down as well, because I'm going to attach them. Can you... There. It literally would not move for a second. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's over here. There we go. Ooh, woohoo. What I'll do is put these other 2 silos on the back of this rover down here, so that it's not collecting just 4 pieces, it's collecting 48 pieces. Well, okay, that was a little overkill. So who finds it weird that I play with both mouse and keyboard and controller? Like when I have to drive or walk, I'm using a controller. When I am moving things around, it's mouse and keyboard. There we go, and then work light. That's probably gonna ping off and never be found again. Oh, there it goes. Come here. Hey, come here. Plus, I don't know the commands, believe it or not, for opening and closing my Backpack on mouse keyboard. Go over there. Up one. Up right there. Okay. No, don't tip over that way. Is it Q? I want you there. There you go. Love the sound that lights make. Oh yeah, that helps tremendously. I can actually see. Get rid of that now, yes. So yeah, I've reached about all I'm going to get in this position, but it's easy enough to move it. Yeah, see, if there was just a spot to put a floodlight on the end of that, that would be perfect. Because then it would light up what I was doing up there, too. But this helps quite a bit. So let's get rid of all this stuff so I can have a good look-see around here. Get rid of that. I do like how much easier it is with the drill to get rid of those little remnants that are just hanging out. You just kind of put the mouse over them and they're gone. It's a lot easier than with the hand drill, I think. So I don't want to dig down because I want to go over that way. And I don't want to make it any rougher than it needs to be because it will break through a cave eventually below me. Wow, that's got some reach. I never knew this thing reached that far. Where do I feel the best spot for ammonium is? And this is just my personal preference, think the best place to go is Glacio on the surface. That's just my personal opinion. Other people's mileage may vary. Just realized I've not left myself a way to tow all of this. Okay. Little adjustment. Put that there. This front will fill up, but oh well. Yeah, I like just going up. If you go up, I made a video about it actually. If you go up on like those steep hills and go up to the tops, especially the ones that have a really big surface area, you'll usually find 4 or 5 really big patches of ammonium. I can fill up a rover in this configuration with 6 silos in usually 20 to 30 minutes. And then bring it back to the base. No, don't go on there. I need you out of the way so I can move this. And then it's that easy just to move it around. And if it gets stuck, I can always just move one at a time by moving the seat around. So if I drive you a little over this way, I should be able to get the rest of that. I'm kind of digging my little mine here. And then see, I can just leave this down here. So note to self, leave that up top. But I can just leave this thing down here. So I'll remember where it was. I mean, it's right off the exit. Oh, I went too far. Oh, you know, let's move it back. So it doesn't quite reach the top. But what I could do is, once I've gotten all of it I can reach, is build up a little bit. Like, move this thing, build up, and then it'll be up higher. 1,800 canisters of hydrazine. I have, between all my bases, probably 300. There are places on Glacio you literally can't go anymore because they're just strip mines. Get rid of that little nubbin there, please. Thank you. This might not have been the best idea because it's really struggling to reach the higher areas. I thought this would have the reach to get all of that, but it's just a little bit beyond what it can get. But the stuff that would be in the floor, how deep can it go? That's pretty damn deep. How far down did that go? That's not insignificant. So yeah, this will work. I think this will be fine. And then, like I said, I can just leave this down here. And then when I'm ready to, like, seriously start mining some lithium, it'll be here. So how much did I get? Just that little bit of drilling. I mean, it kind of spread about over a bunch of different locations, but let's move it all to here and see. Whoop. So almost a silo full, roughly. Are we hanging out? Oh yeah, I thought I saw another one. There we go. You go there. And then is there any more back here? I don't think so. No. So yeah, I mean, for just a couple minutes of digging, not bad. And then I could always just reattach that thing and move it maybe a little farther that way. Or I could just come up here and build a platform and mine it by hand, but that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get it out of here quicker by using the big drill. Because the big drill does dig quicker. Like, much quicker. So yeah, I'd probably have to build up, like, to this level and across to be able to reach all of that. But there's also some in the floor, so once I finish getting everything out of the ceiling and the walls, then I start digging up my floor, like work my way back over to my ramp, and then dig all that up, and then I can just build a flat floor back on top of it and continue that direction, since I know there's more that direction. You can mine while flying. I haven't quite gotten the hang of it. Plus, it just burns through so much hydrazine. And I really don't like burning through hydrazine. Oh, I have 253. Okay, so I'm happy with my mining operation. I thought I was going to use platforms, but I think this is the better solution. I could also just use the rover to flatten this off and then build up. What I'm hoping is just have this in place, and then later this month when the groundwork update comes out, which is going to have the paver, that the paver will be the solution to this, building this floor where I need it to be. Let's take a little gander here and see how much more lithium there is just nearby. We already know there's another big bunch that way. You know what? Before I get lost, let me use the rule I always use when I'm driving in caves. Always drill. That way there's a road to follow back. Except I'm going down too far. Let's stop that, please. You always have a path to follow back if you just keep the drill going. Gets a bit rough going at times with all the debris and stuff, but this is how I've adapted to not getting lost in caves. Plus, it lets you also just punch through a wall, because, like, I bet there's lithium on the other side of this wall. Was I right? Yep, I was right. How did I know? I don't know. I just get lucky. I just genuinely get lucky all the time on this type of stuff. I'm like, I bet there's some over there, and 9 times out of 10. Then again, as much lithium as there is now in these caves. So there you go, that's 3 really big deposits of lithium that I can mine all with that one thing. Granted, this is all, and I'm just going to sit until the groundwork update comes out with the paver, so that I can make a better roadway in the caves. And maybe put in some lights and make it really look... Will you get out of my way? I don't want you. I genuinely don't want you, but you know what? Since you're going to be a pain in my ass, I'm going to open you up so I can move at least the top part. Really? It's not even a strain on this thing. I love it. It's just like, whatever. Take your time there, pal. Take your time. You're gonna be one of those little scannable ones, aren't you? Nope. Alright, cool. At least I can get this part out of my way now. Just go over there and hang out with the resin. Thank you. And then that guy will be easy enough to run over. Cool. So, remember when I come back, leave that one silo. Don't need it. Now I gotta get up to the ramp here. Can you not drive up any of that? Fine. We'll make a ramp for you. Up you go. There you go. Now can you get up there? You want to go around here, huh? Okay. So be it. No! Get up there! Oi. Oh my god. Alright, so I will show you my preferred method of gathering ammonium. There's a couple different places you can go. There's a lot on the surface of Calidor that's really easy to get in good quantities. You can go down to the cave, like the mantle layer in Silva, and there's quite a bit there. Though you deal with a lot more rough terrain down there. Do you have anywhere to put this? What we'll do is get it started on gas production. Not that I really see myself needing any nitrogen anytime soon. Oops. So the only downside to this setup is these are underpowered. Like, if you look at that, I'm not making enough power. But that doesn't really matter since I just leave it and let it go. I'm not waiting on it. So it doesn't really matter all that much, really, in the end. Alright, so let's go collect stuff off of Silva. Start organizing all that. Or at least bring it back, and then I'll show you where I go to get my ammonium. And while we're on Silva, I'll show you what I was talking about, of where you can get it. Because it is the place I go when I'm on Silva. Because, of course, it's in the woods in Silva, but not enough of it, and trees and rocks, and you get so much freaking other resources with it, especially organic. It's just the time investment's not worth it. But in the core, it's not bad. But you gotta promise not to laugh at the ramp I have to the core. I didn't make it. I was just along for the ride. Yeah, you get too much organic in the woods, but if you go down into the core, and I take a rover down there with a drill. Though this is going to be a fun expedition because this is not built for a rover. They went down on foot. I've tried to clean it up in some places to make it a little easier, but it's still a bit of a struggle to get a rover down here. Hobo remade the ramp. Yeah. But we went on foot, and then Hobo remade it, and it does all these weird transitions. Like, this one's not so bad. Like, this does a fairly easy turnaround for a rover, but then it gets really narrow. Like, I need to, like, just redig it. But when you start digging with a drill, it also tears up the tethers. And that's the only reason I haven't done it yet, is because I don't want to go through and pick up all these tethers. Like, I think it's here that's a really weird one. Yeah, it's, like, really tight. There's another one that, like, doesn't even have like a platform. Like I just have to go from ramp to ramp, and it's sketchy the way I've dug it out. Is it this one? Yeah, right here. Like the ramp just turned. And getting a rover down is... I finally opened it up a lot, but it used to be that these two ramps just intersected. I don't know. Why did we do that? I know we came down here on foot, but still, why did we make this such a mess? Alright, one more level. And this one's pretty rough, too. This is the roughest one because it's barely big enough to get a rover in. You gotta go like just the right spot to get it to go. The answer to all questions, Hobo's OCD. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I always blame the hobo. Come on, I've gotten this down here before. Look at that. Look at it. Even I'm glitching into the train. Like if I got out right now, I'd probably shoot up to the top of the planet. So, okay. What the hell is this? Okay, I thought I was down and I'm not. Why did we turn around here? Ooh, that is steep. That's just a hole. That's not a ramp. That's just a hole. Okay, there we go. Got it. There, this is the level I want. So yeah, you can come down here and do this, but you deal with weird terrain and the gravity being low, so you bounce all around. You can see I've already been down here and gotten quite a bit. Like, here's a place where I was digging some out, like over there. That was all a pit of ammonium and some laterite that I've completely eradicated. And I probably filled up a rover there because it's a pretty good quantity. We'll drive kind of deep in here. I should. Ooh, okay, does this keep going anywhere? Stay up on the side. Surely, yeah, okay, good. I'll say, I thought I made another ramp past. That one I only have myself to blame. That was my poor engineering back there. The other downside to coming down here to do it is that it's really hard to spot it. Like, it helps that you're sitting up on a rover, but you constantly have to, like, readjust the camera and then kind of find the sparkling ammonium in the midst of all the other little sparkles. Like, here's a bunch of it that I never even got to finish because I probably filled up my rover and didn't have any more storage on me. But you can find it in really good quantities. And then I just strip mine using a rover. It's my preferred method. I think Keldor prefers to dig on hand, or by hand. So it's just whatever you're more comfortable with and how you get it. But this is a good place to come to get a lot. I mean, look, it's just... I can't quite get that stuff that's above me, but I can finish it off by hand. I've already dug quite a bit of this out, and there's still a lot here. Do not tip over. Yeah, the core has a lot. You will, or not the core, but the mantle layer. You will occasionally run into areas where it's mixed materials. Like that first one we drove past that had all that laterite in it. You can see dealing with the gravity here, not the best. But if you haven't yet traveled off the planet, this is a good place to go to get it. It's like if you want to wait till you have hydrazine thrusters and all that. You know, this is better than, in my opinion, it's easier to dig down to here using tethers and a drill than it would be to deal with all the crap in the woods. And then, you know, when there's stuff you can't reach, you just get out and dig it out. You do have to be careful. There's hazard plants down here. So you just kind of got to be aware of your surroundings. But it's quite a bit of ammonium. So this is one of the places I go early on to get stuff. So that kind of gives you the idea. I'm not going to fill up the whole rover, but you can see, look, I got half a silo's worth in those 2 or 3 passes, and I had already dug out probably 80% of this. And you just keep driving around. Like I do the. You can see I'm driving on basically a road. When I'm down here, I just never stop drilling. And then every once in a while, I just kind of stop when I get to these flatter places and look around. Like this would have just been a patch of ammonium sitting on the surface, maybe a little bit up onto the walls. If you see it on the surface, like back there, all that copper, there's going to be a ton of copper over there too. And that's just the way the resources are down here. You can get massive amounts of resources really, really fast. And lots of research. Even though I'm going to leave it behind. Wait, is this the right way out? Uh-oh. No, I came through this tunnel. Oh my god, it won't turn because of the lack of gravity. Come on. Wait, is this the way I went? I think so. Pretty sure this is the way I got in here. Oh god, Brandon got lost. Yeah, this is it. This is that weird one that I didn't build back up. I mean, you could even bring a tractor down here. It'd probably tip over a lot, though. Oh, I thought I was at the ramp. With the big mushroom in the middle of it. Go around it. I kind of like that there's a mushroom in the middle of the ramp. I don't want to dig it up. And now getting back out of here is just as much fun as getting in. See, if I could go ahead and drill this out to make it easier, but I really don't want to destroy the tethered line. Which I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't ever plan on coming down here on foot again. Oh, man. Camera glitches out so bad. I'm always afraid driving down here that it's going to, like, glitch into the terrain and I'm just going to get stuck. Lose my rover. Which made me sad. The other fun part about this is our ramp into space is right at the exit. So if you're not paying attention, you start driving up into space. Which is fine if you're going for the 10 seconds of continuous falling in a vehicle. Or 10 seconds of flight in a land vehicle. I forget what the achievement is. And then on Calidor, it's just... You'll find ammonium in good quantities, just kind of like all over the place. Just randomly on the surface. Not really towards like the more mountainous areas, but just like out in the dunes. So you just drive around, you'll find it. And then there'll just be a little bit appearing on the surface, but if you dig, you'll realize that there's a lot under there. And then Glacio's even more so. Which, it may take me a minute to find some on Glacio, because I've dug up so much on Glacio already. And I'm going to go ahead and take this back with me. Along with some of this other stuff. You know what, let's make this simpler. There we go. Ray, I filled in all your spots you were digging. Including the island around my plants. It's all filled in and painted. They're correct colors. Okay, so let's take that. Let's take that. The aluminum for now. It didn't take that long. That took me like 15 minutes to do all that. Because I just would pick a random spot, and then when it got too high, I'd just pick another random spot. And then I missed painting some. And then when I was done, I went and dug out some of the purple color and painted it in. I already had the blue color. And then I went out way over there somewhere and grabbed the green to paint the whole base. So the base isn't black and gray anymore. I think it looks nice. I'm going to get rid of a lot of this stuff on this base since we don't do anything here. I'll leave the gases here, I guess, for now. Yeah, I will. So let's go get that off the rover. Let's move. That's there. Move this stuff up here. Turn the lights off because nobody's gonna be home. Turn them off. There we go. All the lights off. This is the only planet I've ever done this on. I kind of like my light switches. And then you there. Throw you in the ship. Where's the ship? There's the ship. What? There we go. Are you in? You're in. You're somewhere in there. And up we go. Oh, I'm glad to help, man. I love this game. I really do. I get really nerdy about it. Actually, I get really nerdy about most games that I play all the time. I have a spreadsheet of all the cars I own in GTA Online. So do you. Come on, click it. No, it's gonna get away. Ah, damn it, now we gotta wait for that mountain to get out of the way. So another nice thing about living at the North Pole is your landing spot's almost always visible. Just every once in a while, it's not. I have over 200, like getting close to 300. All right, so Glacio. I've been going that direction for most of my ammonium, so I should probably knock it off. I should probably not go that way. But I left the beacons out, so there must still be more to be mined. Whatever. We're gonna go a different direction. We'll go out over this way. I think I haven't really explored much this way on the planet. I mostly go that direction. Must have been some here. Holy cow. I dug that out. Land it? Nope. So like areas like this will sometimes have it, but this is kind of small. Plus, I'm pretty sure I've already dug it all out, so I want to go a little farther away. I'll go up. Up, 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 up. What are we stuck on? What was it stuck on? I have no idea. There's a good range right there. I bet this will have something on top of it. And I don't bother finding, like, where the slope is. I just make my own. Yeah, it did have some on top of it because I've been digging, so there may not be any up here. But like these big open, I don't know what to call them, plateaus that are up higher, they're the place you want to go look for ammonium on Glacio. For the most part. I mean, always in the core, or above the core, you'll find it, but different planets can have worse results. Wow, I guess I've been over here, too. I didn't realize I've been over here. Eventually, there's just going to be no ammonium left on this planet. Let's drive around the edge here and see if there's any over there. Probably not, though. I mean, if I bothered wasting the time to dig out that complete piece of wreckage just to look at it, means I probably wasn't finding much ammonium. And another good way to know you're near ammonium is usually if you find these exoaid research stations that want ammonium, there's almost always ammonium nearby. Like, something in the game code just does that somehow. I don't know how. There's a hole that Ray dug. I know that because it's buried back over. Or covered back over. I don't cover my holes. I just leave them. They're problems for future, Brandon. Oh, I had a road up there. I started to make one, never finished it. God, I've been up here too. It's like, where haven't... Well, there's tethers up here. What? What the... It's odd. Don't fall in there. Don't do it. Huh, must be a reason. This must be the reason I went and looked for it on the other side of the planet. This side of the planet doesn't seem to have that much left. I guess we have already been up over this way. Let's go check out over here. A little outside of the range out of where those tethers were. Nope, I've already dug over here too. You just see where I've always already been. There's just these massive bits dug out where I've been strip mining. I'll just keep going. There's one over there, so we'll keep going this way for a little bit longer. And if I don't run into any soon, it'll be one of those, trust me, you can find it this way type things. Go up. This might not work out so well since I'm digging into where I've already mined, but we'll see. Oh my god, what have I done here? What is this nightmare I left behind? Whoops. There, have I gotten it all from up here? I'm not that far. Did I really just drive in a big circle? Again? I really was trying to go in a straight line. But it seemed that I've kind of just driven in a big circle. Awesome. Alright, then I know what I'm going to do. Because I know where there is some that I haven't tapped into yet. I was hoping to just discover some, but apparently I've dug all this up. So I think over by this blue beacon I have a little road that will take us to some. Where is that beacon trying to take me exactly? Where is it? Ah, this area down here. Okay, cool. Yeah. I remember now. Yes. Now I'm stuck, though. There we go. Okay. So out this way, just in the middle of the road. Excuse me. Why did you stop? What? There's nothing there. How weird. So somewhere in one of these tunnels on this road, There's just ammonium, so we'll figure out where that is and then go up to the top and show you what I was talking about. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we'll go up this one. Maybe. There we go. We can do that right there. Dodge the plants. And then... maybe that doesn't go all the way to the top. Is it off the side then? How very weird. We know there's ammonium right underneath us somewhere because it's in that tunnel. That's cool. So these hills contain a lot more ammonium than I originally suspected. I wonder if I just started going through and flattening out all these hills. Just like strip mining them out of existence if I wouldn't find even more. It's like up here it looks like it's pretty barren. Or I've already dug it all out. But now I want to figure out where that big patch was leading in that tunnel. But for some reason, this half of the planet has been, like, bountiful. Like, I have found so much. Oof. So I don't know if it's just like that, like the northern hemisphere has more than the southern hemisphere. No idea. I've probably already been up here too, because it's pretty close to the road. Maybe not. No, I have. See the evidence of it over there? Is there any more left up here, though? I just like to find one patch. So there's a bunch there at one point. Anyways, you get the idea. This is the type of area to look for. I've just already mined most of it out already. Now what I'd like to do is find that tunnel. So I'd like to go ahead and dig some up. It's back this way-ish. I don't really know. Ooh. I did not mean to fall down there. Excuse me. There we go. God, how do I get turned around so easy? I really don't remember which direction I came in. By the way, I discovered if you dig out this pink stuff with a soil analyzer, when you replace it, it gives you the dark red instead. I don't know if that's a bug that's recently developed. I used to be able to get the pink color, but now it always gives me dark red. Made me kind of sad, because I wanted to paint something a light red. Oh my god, I'm lost. Again. Do it and make a clip so it can be recorded. Okay, I can do that. Hi, Gina. How are you doing? I love that that's what Gina pipes up. Bug? Report it. Squash it, kill it. I always just figure, like, there's people who play, like, way more than me or better at it than me, and so they've probably already reported all the bugs I find. I don't know. I should have known Gina was watching, because I got lost. I always get lost when Gina's watching. Mainly because I always get lost. But, what is this nightmare that I have left behind here? It's like no matter where I look, it's just ramps going every which direction. Perhaps you're always watching. That wasn't creepy at all. Oh, apparently there's some still down here. Oh, there's a little bit down here. Not much. Gina's like the Santa Claus of Astroneer. She sees you when you're sleeping. What I find hilarious, Gina, is no matter what time, day or night I go to the Astroneer Discord, whoops, you are on there. Like, I was just like, what the heck? When do you sleep? I mean, I know I'm an insomniac and I don't sleep much, but you make me look like I just sleep all the time. There's not that much left up here. Astroneers don't need sleep. Just oxygen. And a battery now and then. Okay, well I can take that because that was the last little bit in there. I am digging the Wanderer suit. The more I have it, the more I like it. I like the way he walks. Alright, so where is the blue beacon? Oh, big yawn just hit me. Thursdays are always rough. Get up really early, crank out 2 quick videos that are spread apart, just enough that I can't take a nap. There we go. There's what you look for up here. Is this type of patch. It doesn't look like there's much here, but once you scratch the surface, there's a lot. Just gotta wait for all the stuff to get out of the way. That's why I go to Glacio. Is because these are pretty much everywhere. I've just already erased most of them. I really need to change my stream title because I've already made the mine for lithium. It's just going to sit there now and wait until the update later this month, the groundwork update. So I want to use the paver to build roads in the cave instead of having to do them by hand. So then they'd be higher than where they are, not lower. Get out of here. Go. There you go. Oh, you just barely lived. I thought for sure that was going to kill him. Alright, let's go deeper here. Ooh, let's not drive off the backside again. The game's making a liar out of me tonight. It's usually like way more than that when you see some on the surface. Maybe I just haven't hit it all yet. Maybe I'm like right on the edge of it. Or maybe not. Practice. It's just practice. It just, I mean, I don't know. I've often told the story of I used to help a friend with his snowplow business when his wife was expecting. And I got used to driving back and forwards. Yeah, there's not that much here. Huh. Normally there's just a ton and you see it on the surface. It's Gina's fault. She reached in and altered the code of my game. I think this will be funny. He'll be wrong. Alright, let's go home and make a what's its train analyzer and see if it still does it. Home is that general direction. So that general direction we shall go. You overestimate me. No, I know. You know what? If I could reach in and like alter people's games, I would mess with so many Twitch streamers. There's actually a game that I have, and one of these days I am going to stream it. There's even a newer version of it out now. It's called Party Hard. And it has Twitch controls built in. So in chat, you can issue commands to make my game either harder or easier as I'm playing it. Which I think is brilliant. I'm still going north. And clearly I've been this way before, but I'm going kind of north. Going northwest. Like, I'm just waiting for one of these days when I'm in somebody's stream for them to invite me into their game. I don't know, like, just go hide their tractor from them or something. It's the little brother in me. Just always seeking mischief. I don't feel like going around this hill. I also want to go back, when I make this new analyzer, I want to go back to the place that I had dug from the first time, just to be sure I wasn't digging the darker soil. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I wasn't digging the right color soil. And we'll be able to tell, because we'll be able to see what what Doyle I dug up. And I know roughly where it is, so we should be able to find it pretty quick. I knew I had to have a road through here somewhere. And then, is this the side with the ramp? Yeah. There's nothing there. What do you keep getting stuck on? With the drill, it goes through, but then if I try to drive through again, it gets stuck again. Okay, not this time. I must have finally drilled through whatever invisible thing it thought was there. I want to go around back to my new fancy entrance. It's fancy. Not really, but I do like it. I think there's zinc down here. We can just make it with one of these. Yeah, there's just zinc down here. I don't have an empty one up top. Did I pass it? Oh, there we go. Let's leave just a little bit of the hydrogen. Actually, I'll just put it on the rover and take it with us. Let me go grab the one that is in question and show you what color it paints. Which, I mean, it even came out really dark red. Like, when I dug it up, and I thought, well, I'm digging the pink soil, so maybe it's just the way the filter looks. Actually, we'll do that once we get back, because I don't have the inhibitor with me. So we'll put that right there. Alright, so let's go where I was digging. You know what? I do want to take it with. So we can compare what it gets as far as what it looks like in the canister. And then it's back out kind of the way we just came from. In that tunnel again. I knew you'd be a problem. Alright, where's that? Where'd the blue beacon go? Oh, it's around the corner. So let's go see if I was just being an idiot and wasn't paying attention and dug up the wrong color soil, or if there really is a bug here. Now, I was pretty careful to dig just the pink soil, not the red soil, because there is red right next to it. There is also the possibility that I was being a moron. So here's that ammonium again, just barely below the surface. Well, I thought it was this way. Like, this opens out onto a crater eventually. I thought. Yeah, I think it was right up here. No, no, it wasn't there. I want to get to the same spot. It's like right off the side of the road. This is now dead end. So I must have passed it. Alright, let's go find it. It was on this road, I'm pretty sure. This could have been on my other road I have. Not that these are really roads, but I don't know what else to call it. Is it down here, maybe? No, it wasn't this far off. And plus there's no... Yeah, there's no crater there for it to have been in. Just gonna leave that piece of ammonium in the middle of the road to remind me that I need to drill that out. No crater here. Where the hell was it? Had to have been on the other road then. Alright, well, let me go find the other road. I've taken its beacon down because there was really nothing else useful over that direction. I just want to be sure that it's not me that made the mistake. What are you hitting every time we come back here? Whatever it is, we're just going to slowly pivot around it. Alright, we're good. What even was that? Oh my god. Alright, the other road is down here somewhere. Right here? Yeah. I could have sworn it's another one I used though. said, maybe I'm just wrong. I don't remember. No, I remember driving past a bunch of hematite, so there we go. Okay. Here we go, right up here. Okay, so I dug, yeah, look, I dug light pink. Very light pink. It gives me that. This is where I dug. Did the plants affect it? Well, this is pink over here, and there's not plants, so let's find out. That is pink, right? It's kind of hard to tell at night. It's the rover up here. Looked pink, but I just want to be sure. Yeah, that's definitely... Actually, that's the light pink, even better. But I want to try to match... Oh, there's two different light pinks. I'm just... Oh, it's just the shadows playing tricks with my eyes. Okay. Alright, well, there's no organic in the hole now, so let's just jump down in the hole. This is the light pink I want. But see how red that is? Like, when you hover over it, it's like the same red that you get... Knock it off. It's like if I come over here, it's showing, you know, the different shades. Granted, there's only the green right now, or the teal, or whatever. Alright, let's dig this, see what I get when we go back to the base. So this is going to give me that same dark red, though. But at least we'll have it, like Gina said, this is a good idea. We'll clip it, make a bug report. There we go, awful. Because, yeah, I thought that it used to change the arrow to the lighter color when you were digging it up. Like, can I get off this, please? I didn't... You know, I don't really pay attention to the details that closely, so I thought, oh, well, it's reddish, it'll be fine. And then I got back and started painting, and it was just that blood red color, which isn't what I wanted. I wound up going with purple instead, because purple worked, or the really light lavender. Actually, honestly, I probably like it more now. It's for the floor in the basement. Alright, we'll grab the inhibitor and start painting and see what we get. I love how places I've painted just as I get to them show up again. Alright, so you chill out right there. You go right here, and we get red. Not pink. So, definitely a problem. So, if one of you don't clip that, I will clip it after the stream and send it over to Systemera. And at first I thought, well, it's just because it's against this white color. Because it was down here that I wanted to put it, and I thought, well, it's dark. And I'm like, and then the more I looked at it, I realized, no, that is just the dark red. So I wanted it from down here, on this floor, that I finally just went with the lavender, and I think it looks better anyway. It would have looked a little too Christmassy down here to be red and green. But, I was a little disappointed, though, initially. Not now, because I like what I wound up with. You turn around. So now I gotta fix that, because that's gonna bug me. Looks like a crime scene. Let's see. I believe it's this one. Yeah, that's right. Ta-da! We have erased our crime. Let's organize this a little better. Put you there. Put you back where you go. And where did I leave my boost mod? Oh, on my backpack. There it is. I thought I also had more hydrazine than that. Did I not put... And yeah, it did make the same red as that one. Could have sort of had more hydrazine than that on the rover. Oh well. I've just got random stuff that I've got to organize. I'm not going to do that on the stream, though. Just boring details. Let's leave this one up here as well. No point in having them... Uh-oh. I guess you can go hang out around back. I don't really like that. Wait, hold on, let's do this. Since we have all these inhibitor mods here, we'll start a row of inhibitor mods. Put the two reds side by side. And then we'll move, I think that's from Calidor. Pretty sure that is from here, this is from here, and these two are from Calidor. And I thought I brought the ones from Silva up here as well. Thought it'd just mess with somebody's head and paint the whole base Silva colors. But then they come up here and they're like, but wait, I'm on Decilo. But that takes somebody with way more patience than me. Oh yeah, you need to go back in the shuttle. Oh, we took all that stuff to, what's it, earlier? And all that crap needs to come out of the shuttle. I need an easy way to get this down there. All of that stuff. The shuttle won't fit. If I try to put it in there, it will... I'll just put it on the rover. If I would have tried to just grab the shuttle, it would have popped back up to the surface and not worked. So let's combine the ammonium into one place if I can. And we'll leave that up over by the chemistry lab. I don't need that beacon anymore, so I can go shred it. Bye-bye. Actually, hold that thought. Are you going to spit out scrap on the floor? All the storage is full. So yeah, we'll just load all this stuff onto the rover, leave these up here, even though half the time I set them here, they wind up down below anyway. That's how I wound up building this basement, by the way. This is all a little glitched for me, this area right here, and kind of right over there as well, like between those large silos. If I just set things on the ground, they tend to, like, if I turn away for too long, when I come back, they're all down there. So I was actually digging for 2 silos full of titanium that I knew I had placed on the ground. And I was not about to just willingly let go and found them down there. So that's why I just made a basement. It's like, well, I like having basements. Time for a new basement. And it's really weird that it sinks through because this right here, all I did was flatten this off. This existed. This isn't soil I built, I don't guess. I mean, I out to the edge maybe? Most of this existed. Let me get through. All my stuff's really too close together and I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Put all that there. And then, do I have room for you? No. But, while I'm thinking about it, let's replenish some things that I know I stole from earlier. Which I think is just a single piece of copper. Yeah, I'll remake all the chemistry lab stuff later. Won't worry about it right now. Well, I did have another spot open. Oh, no, I didn't. It's got stuff on it. Alright, so drop you off so we can turn you into precious hydrazine. And then go put all this other stuff down here. Ooh, I'm gonna need another silo first. Well, if I start combining some of this stuff, though, because some of these are duplicates of what's on here, so let's do that. See what I get that way. We may not even need any extras. I'll go over there. So you're full on that side. So that takes care of that. Copper, let's see if we can't combine those. So I don't think there's much copper on this one. Ooh, that's nearly full, though. Well, maybe. Maybe. Isn't this exciting, watching a guy organize his resources? It's like, ooh, the thrills. What's going to happen next? Is he going to grab the titanium or the aluminum next? Neither. Haha, no. So let's move. Which room is there on the aluminum? You stop trying to go play with your friends. You'd be surprised. Watching somebody organize their base. I don't know. I try to keep more stuff happening in my stream than this, but I've really got things to the point where this is what I have left in Astroneer until the next update comes out. Is just kind of cleaning, organizing, getting it ready to find out what comes next. Because some of the ideas I have, there's more resin. Some of the ideas I have, I know will be a lot easier to pull off with what I mean. I don't know if it'll be called the paver or not, but what's essentially going to be, you know, a better way to deal with terrain. So I want to wait. Instead of having them all come out right after and be like, wow, I could have done that so much better if I had just waited. So I don't want that, you know, buyer's remorse. So you titanium alloy. It's a pretty expensive resource to have in the basement. I'm kind of surprised by that. I must have made a mistake and made too much at one point. We need some of you, because I used some of you earlier. I know I set more silos on the ground than this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. Okay, never mind. No, we're good. I'm just constantly paranoid now that I've lost silos of stuff. Are you full? Yep. So it was diamond, rubber, silicone, and a bunch of steel and some nanocarbon alloy. Okay, cool. That's what I like the best about having that right there. Just fall last second, break fall. Let's move all the gases to the back. Ooh, actually, I used a bunch of steel earlier, and you'll make a bunch of steel, so we'll just take you as is up top. Why am I doing this to the controller? Why? Because I'm walking and picking stuff up is why. I just cannot walk in this game with Wasad. I can't walk in any game with Wasad. What do you have? You're a little bit of combination. You're completely full? Nope. There you go. This is all zinc and sphalerite waiting to become zinc, so I don't have any more of that anywhere. This is tungsten. I know I saw another piece of tungsten somewhere. This is how I organize, by the way. I take it all apart and then put it all back together. It's just easier for me to see. Tungsten, let's not unplug the light. So, there. I don't know how much steel I need to make. I know I used more than 4 pieces, though, so let's just throw a little more iron on here. And we'll at least get the steel remade. Oh, and I need steel for nanocarbon alloy that I use, so one more. And I'll probably need all of that graphite, so let's put that. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, sure, go there. You go back there, in the back, in the back. We discriminate against gases and we hide them in the back. Because you smell. So, you know, it's not racial or anything. You just stink. So aluminum. So I've got a couple things of aluminum. I've got one that's full. And one that is aluminum and ceramic, but I also have more ceramic over here. So what we'll do is we'll let that one piece of aluminum hang out with the ceramic. That'll be fine. But we'll make the ceramic stick out so that it's a little easier to see. Up there, please. Up there, please. Thank you. And then, sure, lithium, you can chill there. That's fine. And then, resin, that's a good place for you. What's on here? A little bit of tungsten, a little bit of quartz, and a solitary piece of titanium alloy. Oh, I'm gonna need that titanium alloy to make nanocarbon alloy. So there we go. That works. So tungsten, you can go back here. What did I just do? I picked up a different one while trying to put that one away. Oh, titanium. Honestly, I should just leave the titanium up top as many silos as I've been making. Yeah, well, I'll just drop it off at the printers. Just leave it there. You, I want to come up because you're my best friend. It's going to turn into a bunch of stuff. And now I have a bunch of empties. So I clearly needed to do this. And then I think I've grabbed enough iron to make everything I need to make. If not, we'll come get more. Put that up. Good way. And then you go there? Yeah, sure, why not? Ooh, can't see, can't see. There we go. I'd like to move you to the back. Put the empty one there. No, to the back. Come on. I know you. I said you could live up there, but I've changed my mind. When you learn how to build a base, you can go wherever you want. That's right. I'm talking to Lithium. Don't question it. Eventually, I want to build, like, cut a hole out of here to put one of those large roundy storage thingies with a bunch of lights, floodlights on it, and make like a chandelier above the chessboard. I mean, I don't know where I would have stolen that idea from. Alright, so let's drop you off at the printer. Come Because it seems all we do is make silos. By the way, Gina, if you're still here, did you know that the small printer will now stack things up in multiple stacks, multiple columns? So when it gets to its height, it'll just do another column? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if it's just because of the way I've built something here that allows it to do that, or if it just does it. I haven't tested it on other planets or anything like that. But I can print. I mean, I printed. It was 6 tall on the center stack, then it did 3, and then it started 3 in this other stack. But then I had printed everything I needed to make. So I had a dozen boxes just sitting here, and they were all lined up, nice and neat, side by side. So it doesn't look like they're just falling or anything. It looked like it was really intentional. But then when I look at that, it almost looks like this is leaning forward just a little bit. So maybe the ground isn't quite as level as I thought. And maybe that's what's doing it, but I think it's kind of cool. Because it used to just shut off and be done. I need an empty silo. It's a very nice improvement. I very much approve. Should I email that clip, just send a link to the support at Systemera, or should I do an actual bug report form on the forums? I always forget the damn name of it. The paint thing, the soil. You know what I'm talking about. The thing we saw earlier. The train analyzer. I always forget that thing's name. Actually, I'll probably have to make a highlight of that because it's probably too long for a clip. Well, are we out of hydrogen again? Where's my hydrogen? Excuse me. Oh, you sent it already. Okay, well, thank you. Where did... Did it clip on to the... Where the hell did all my hydrogen go? It was right there. Son of a bitch. Do I have any extra hydrogen up here? Did I bring some back and just haven't unloaded it? No, I know. I just filled that up like right before I ended playing yesterday. Ow. There's none down here either, is there? Nope. What? I have had the weirdest things go missing on this base. I know I had. Alright, well, we'll just go get some. And I guess while I'm down on Silva, I can start tearing apart stuff I don't need there anymore. Packaged up. I mean, I may eventually build some sort of base on Silva, but I'd rather just get all that stuff cleaned up that is just sitting there not being used. Oh, man. Nice relaxing orbit. So, fun fact, I have the quieter Astroneer songs on a little playlist that I play when I go to bed at night. Fall asleep to Astroneer music. It's actually quite soothing. This is one of them. So every time I hear it, it makes me sleepy. I just don't know what I want to leave here. Obviously, I do want the atmospheric condenser because that's where I'm getting my hydrogen. I don't think we need a chem lab on this planet anymore. But if I package all this stuff up, what am I going to do? Take it up to Glacio and just leave it in the basement? And then if I decide I want to finally build a base down here, bring it all back? I guess that's what I'm going to do. It's like I don't even want the trade platform, shredder, any of that here. Research station can stay. But literally all but these 4 RTGs, all this power, I'm just going to... I'll probably just package it for now instead of shredding it, because I don't need the scrap. It's a lot of packagers, but I have a lot of packagers on the ship. Pardon my squeaky, squeaky chair. Which means I also won't need all these lights. Probably do want to keep the soil centrifuge, but I don't need to keep the smelter. So let's take you out of the loop. Throw you over there. This whole thing's gonna go. Where else is it plugged in? Right here. Whoa. Okay. That made the lights turn on. Neat. Oh, so the only thing connected now. That's why. Don't worry, not going to stay that way long. So, do I need a chemistry lab on this planet? I just don't think I do. You're still connected somewhere, right there. So I'll move the soil centrifuge down here. By the way, when did this start happening? Anyone know? Let me find it. There, it's this guy. I can't research it. When did that start happening? I can research others. Not that one. You chill out there for a minute. I haven't tested like everything on here, but yeah, see, I can research that one. What's broken about that one? I mean, all these were mined at the same time. So it's just a bug. It's really weird. Yeah, there's one. Here we go. What we'll do is we'll no. Maybe we'll find the ones that don't work. All this came from the exact same time. I think to make up for this being a bug, when they fix it, they need to return it back to its previous bytes per minute. Yeah, I don't understand why just certain ones would not be... I mean, I could see if it was all of it, because, I mean, I can't imagine that Astroneer is forever going to be just research. Eventually, this is going to be either smelt it into something or it's going to become part of a recipe for something. Someday it will. And I just wonder if there's not the groundwork for whatever that stuff is already partially in the code. Kind of like that weird multiplayer bug where sometimes when different people use the chemistry lab, it'll show carbon fiber with resource 1, resource 2, and fuel on the panel. And that's like the only thing they can select. Which means, you know, there's the groundwork for thinking about carbon fiber in the code. It just hasn't been turned into anything yet. Here you go. You're gonna be the keeper of the broken Astronium. You feel privileged? Yeah? I mean, you don't seem all that happy about it. I don't think you care. We'll take very good care of it. Alright? Okay. I don't know if that piece works or not, but that's like the filler piece because there's only 7 triptychs. Alright, so then soil centrifuge can just move over here. Are you plugged into anything? Nope. So you can just go right there where the other guy was, if I can get it lined up. Close enough for me. And then I want to reconfigure the light switch. What happened here that this isn't working as a light switch anymore? Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. That fixed it. And that is still sending power everywhere else down the line, right? No. Why? Oh, because these two need plugged in. That's right. Because that was just like a bypass circuit. Yeah, that's what that is. So my power actually flows through these main cables. That's just like a little bypass circuit, so that works. Yeah, that's how I did that. Okay. But now it's getting dark, so now I need the lights. So let's turn that back on. Wait, that's more than 17 units of power. I mean, there's 13 just out of RTGs. Should be showing up as 26 units of power. What the fuck? Yeah, the RTGs alone are making... So they're 4 each. So 16, 17. And the batteries are 1 or half each. If they're 1, then that's 24. If not, then it's 12. So this is showing me a third of my power? I don't understand these things. Anyway, so that stuff there, that there, and then we'll move... I don't want the smelter. I guess we'll just move the platform down here. Like that. Just so I can do the same thing with the lights over here. Though I don't have 2 platforms there anymore, so how's that gonna work? Oh, I see, okay. What we'll do is plug that into there, and then this will control which one's which. Wow, my lights are really slow tonight. That follow was 2 hours ago, and my lights are just now blinking in Twitch purple to tell me I have a new follower. If this, then that is really on the ball tonight, boy. Let me tell you what. Well, this base just got really small. I I don't even think I need printers here. What reason would I have for printers on this planet? It's literally going to be... Speaking of, let's get that started. It's literally going to be just a place that I get hydrogen now. What is having a conniption fit over there? Alright, which one of you is it? Stop it. Don't need the tractor. Ooh, don't fall in the hole. Don't fall in the hole. Let's package up the tractor. Never thought I'd see the day that I was like, don't need anything on Silva. So I'll leave the research thing there just because it's where I have some Astroneer. In fact, I think I have a research sample on the ship somewhere. Thought I did. Oh, did I leave that on? I must have left that on Visanya. Okay, whatever. Thought I brought it back with me. I need some place to put that. Okay, I know where I'm going to put that. I don't need the printers. They can go. And I'm going to get rid of all the power except the RTGs. So what I can do is drop that like there. Bring these RTGs over, which will drive Commander Hobo crazy if he sees this. You can't have RTGs that close to your base, man. They'll kill you here. They'll blow up and murder everybody. And then that'll go there, so I can take this out of the loop. Those are the batteries flip out. Oh, man. Okay, so let's unplug that for a second. Jesus, I've lived in the South too long. Will you reach? Yeah, you will, but I then don't have a circuit anymore this way. And I don't think I get I don't get handles that way. So what's can you reach over to here? Oh, damn it. Well, shit. How can I make this work in a way that I like it? I almost think I want to take all this too. Let's get rid of all this. Nope, don't need that. Thank you. I have a lot of stuff to package up. This is going to take forever. I said I wasn't going to do it while live streaming, but I really don't have anything else to do in this save. Like nothing. So, may as well get it done. So I don't need that one. I don't need this one anymore. God, I'm going to have so many extra lights. All the things being recycled from Silva. Should I just shred all this? Nope, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna shred it. Not gonna shred it, not gonna shred it. I'm gonna package it. I'm gonna properly reuse it, because I don't know about all of you, but I'm not really a big fan of the scrap trade. This takes too long. Okay, so let's take this out of the loop. I am making such a mess. I love it. This is actually fun. So if I take that out of the loop, then I can move this in a little bit. No, I didn't want to do that. Go back, thank you. I wanted to do that. Center this up a little bit better and bring it a little closer. Yeah, I know. I know you don't have power. Settle down. Like, it can come right up to here now. There's no need for there to be such a big gap anymore. Guess I could just always have the lights powered, but I don't really like that idea. And then this side, get it connected to the grid. And there, that's it. That's all I want on this base, is this stuff right here. The rest of this goes. I'm gonna have an Astroneer garage sale. How awesome would that be if, like, I don't know, there was some sort of currency in the game, I guess scrap. And I could be like, here, this is all for sale. Other players could join my game, claim it. I would get their scrap. Oh my god, I would totally, like, do that all day. I'd be online morning, noon, and night selling stuff in a big garage sale. Even though I don't use scrap ever in the scrap trade. I don't care. That would be so much fun. Think about the players you'd get to meet. You could barter and haggle, and it'd be awesome. Okay, so instead of doing 3 lights here, I guess we just do 2. Yeah, I think you're the problem child. Go away. Where are you still plugged in? There? Yep. Ow. So then I will... What we'll do is move these. You're still plugged in. We'll move these like... We'll spin them around so that that rear plug is right up against that. No, because then they'll always be getting power. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So what I'll do is have them kind of at the edge. But I do want to spin them around like that. Why? I don't know. I just do. Some things are best left not answered. Because they reveal the strange inner workings of my brain. So then if this sits between these... Oop, stop it. Come here. Come here. There you go. Right like that. That's close enough for me. And then spin these back around so they're pointing in the right way. Excuse me. And then this can sit here. And it can get its power from here. And then send power out that way. And that should give me the controls. Yeah. So if I want to turn the lights off, oh, but I only get 2 controls. Boo! Oh, shit. So I plugged that into either of these, they're going to permanently be on. But I can't use that third one to get it out of there. Because what I had before isn't going to work. I mean, whoops, damn it. We could have, you know, like our own little rave here. You know, where we're just like... if we had blue and red lights, it'd be like cops and Astroneer. Yeah, I genuinely don't see how I can get this to work with the same functionality I had working before. The only way I could do that... Unplug from that one too, please. Thank you. Would be to bring these closer together. Like this. So that one of these feeds the other one. And then this... No, I still have to have this to be able to plug it going out. Okay, I got it. Okay, so this is going to come in. If I can grab that. You're going to get your power from here. Come on. That plug right there. Thank you. You're going to get the power from there. You're going to send it out. There. God, this is going to look terrible, but it gives me the functionality I want, I do believe. So now... What did I screw up? Oh, I see. I grabbed the wrong plug. Okay, I thought I had the plug coming off the platform, and I didn't. Go away. Now I do. No, I don't. I still don't. Okay. Can I have that, please? Please? There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now it should work. Yeah. It says 0, but they're still on. That's awesome. I mean, that's a mess, honestly, but as long as it works, that's all I care about. And then this one's its own little circuit over here. This one's no longer needed. All of this can go back here. Where exactly are you getting power from right now? These all think they're powered. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but you're not. The fuck? Why do they think they're getting power? I mean, here's the test. Will something work? Excuse me. Okay, now it should be getting power because the wind turbines are turning. But where the fuck was it getting power before? Like there. Dead wind turbines. This is not connected. The wind turbines aren't turning. There's no batteries. And the solar's not on. What? But it says it has 48 units power. How is this a thing? Oh my god, I've somehow... Now it should have power because of the solar. I've somehow created a perpetual loop of that stays. I'm not touching that. How did I do that? Nothing here holds a charge. It's all just power production and power consumers. Yet that is fully charged or fully powered. I don't... Does anybody understand how that was... Do the windmills always give off power now, even if they're not turning? Is it a bug? Because they're animating, showing that they're giving power. But that wouldn't be 48 units, would it? So there's 6, that's 12. And 8 more, so 20. And 16 more of those. No, that's not even 48 units of power. You'd have to add all of this in, too, to get it to... Because this all equals 48 units of power. But none of it was on. This is where a face cam would come in handy, because I'm sure the look on my face. And it's not, like, plugged in underground to anything anywhere, right? No, it's not. That's just trippy. Oh my god, I have to package all this up. Oh my god, I have to package all that up. Like, I really don't even want to unplug this because of that. Like, I just want to leave it as my little special magical power plant. So many units of power does it say there is right now? Still 48. Okay, so if I turn this light on, does that screw anything up? Yeah. So is it this that was bugged? Because now it's accurate. That's 8 units of power. I think. No, it's more than 8. These are half, these are 1? Or is these 2 and this is 1? Sometimes splitters do a weird, well, that's an understatement. They were it was magically creating 40 units of power. Oh, I broke it, so now I can take it apart. Medium solar's 2. It's still very cool, though, that that was self-powered. I could really do with some extra silos down here. For all this stuff that's going to be little single boxes. These medium things will get shredded. I'm not a big fan. What am I going to put here? Oh, it's the research chamber was there. I just moved it to conduct the little experiment here. Kind of like the wind to die and the sun to go down to see if this keeps working. Sun will stop here in a second. I think the word I was looking for was set. The sun will set here in a second. Boy. Come on. The big one's turned off. Just waiting for the little guys to give up. Okay, now it's functioning properly. It was just the splitter being weird. Okay. Still, that was pretty cool. I should have never taken it apart. I should have just left it alone forever. And just messed with people's heads. It's like, look at this. It's not plugged in. Magic. Could have gone up that Penn and Teller show. Is that show even still on? Full Penn and Teller? I'm tempted to just bury that ramp because I don't ever use it. That was going to be where I dug to the core, and then we wound up digging to the core so we could just, you know, yeet off the ramp from space into the core that way. Come on. I'll use these silos that are here and then just bring some back down at a later date. Okay, so let's get started with all the stuff that is just single items on their own already. So all these windmills. I still wish we had a big wind array like the solar array. I know it's like not the efficient way to make power. I just kind of wish it existed. Just a big giant wind turbine. I think it'd look cool. Like, it could sit on a base similar to, like, these guys here. Maybe a bigger version of this. Well, a much bigger version of that. But something similar to that, but just with a big spinning turbine up in the air. That'd make me happy. Keep getting distracted. I need to stop it. Okay, more little guys, more little guys. There's more little guys. Oh, this is so much stuff I've got to move. Okay, so that can be packaged. Don't point at it, pick it up. That can be packaged. Batteries are already filling up a silo on their own, right? Yep, so they can go in the ship. In you go. And this can be packaged. Or not packaged, but put on the silo. I still miss these things turning at an angle. I hope they bring that back. I want it back. Where did that one go? Looks like it should fly away. Alright, so that could be packaged. And then, is that all the individual wind? There's one on the tractor, I believe. Because even the tractor's going. Moving sail, everything must go. Upside is not going to be hurting for wind power anytime soon. Alright, so that's full. So in the shuttle you go. Like that. And then solar. Solar. I thought I had already moved some of these. I was wrong. Remember when this all started for a reason for me to come get hydrogen? Instead, well, I've got to wait on the hydrogen anyway, so now I'm just taking apart a base. I mean, I could have taken back those small platforms for hydrogen, but meh. I also don't like the way the solar panels get so tiny when they're not active. I'm not a fan. Alright, let's get the packagers down. Something tells me I'm about to go through a lot of graphite. Come here. There we go. We will put that on there. Let's try to keep this all power related. So all of these goes down to a single box, yeah? Yeah. People who love to scrap would see this and just have a heyday. They'd be like, let me scrap it. Let me scrap it. But no. I want to store it. I want people to walk into the basement of Glacio and say, what the hell have you done? Why is all that down here? And I'll say, reasons. Because graphite. Alright, let's get started. Kind of like that they're in a big pile. I can just throw one over there. It'll stick to something. Package it. Oh, except that one didn't. There we go. Here, let's go ahead and get... Well, let's stick to power for now. What amazes me are those streamers that I see do this. Like, they'll package up all these wind turbines and solar panels and everything just to go activate gateways over and over and over again. Like, what are you doing with your life? They'd probably ask me the same question right about now. Oh, nope, nope. You're hoping that it would escape? How are you doing, Brian? It tried. It really did try. It's like, I'm free! Oh, I just threw that at random over there. Did it again. One might escape yet. If I keep being sloppy. These aren't all gonna fit. Pretty close though. Just a couple extras. That side's all full. That side's all full. So, excuse me. I picked that up. Thank you. So this can go in there. I don't even need this landing pad. Get out of here. You just live there for now. I am leaving a rover here. Ow. I'm gonna need to go get more graphite. Like, soon. Because I've nearly gone through an entire freaking thing, and yeah, I'm not gonna package up the medium platforms because they're just gonna get shredded. I don't like medium platforms. I don't know, maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I should just keep it all. Just keep it all, put it in the storage shed I dug out. Ah, screw it, I'll keep them. So Tractor, you're next. Tractor's like, I reject your packager, man. You can go live with the medium rover I no longer use. You're obsolete. Oh my god, I've already gone through that whole thing. Oy. Thing is, once I get this all to Glacio, I have to unpack it all. That'll be fun. And I don't have nearly enough space, like, as far as actual slots to put it all in at the moment. Like, nowhere near it. I've got other small stuff that can go on there, like all these lights and stuff. Yeah, okay. And like the small printer can chill on there. Can you get out of the way, please? Thank you. No, I want the printer. So all the lights can go in here. Well done that you managed to stay standing up. Quite proud. And then that one came all with instead of just the thing. It is a shame. It's fine. This will all, I'm sure, wind up in use in another base. This is all just to give me a blank slate for when the groundwork update comes out. So I've got some ideas of what I'd like to try. It's just all going to depend on what functionality is really implemented with that update, as to what actually becomes reality versus what just stays in Brandon's head, which is a scary place to be. Let's package up one more single thing here, since I have one more slot. There we go. I choose you. Boop. I'm dying. Let there be light. Boom. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a star. I'm a bright shining star. See if I can get zoomed in just right. There we go. There, that's it. That's what we need. So just leaving the basics down here. You can go, which of course, you know, Lord Zebra has to stay and watch over things. Wish I could find Leo and Checkers, but I have yet to come across either one in this save. So I really do prefer to have the whole Holy Trinity. If that had been an option when I joined the server, I would have chosen it. Do you guys think I'm absolutely crazy for doing this? Or do you think there's method to my madness? I still have space on there, but nothing really... I don't want to take just a bunch of medium platforms not packaged. So we'll just choose one of these random guys to package up. I think your madness has methods. Or Method Man. Method Man is my madness. That is chaos in there. Oh my god, I'm going to sort all that out when I get back. Alright, so you're now empty, but I don't have any more graphite. I guess I could go get some. I don't remember. It's not a really good exchange right here, is it? No. Not really. So I guess I'll take this stuff back to Glacio. Unload it. Go on a graphite run. That is so bright coming out of there. This is going to take a lot of trips, though. Because the rest of this stuff is mostly all... Yeah, almost everything else is going to be tier 2 size boxes. Those lights are so bright. Anything else that I need to get rid of here? I really don't think so. I mean, the soil centrifuge makes sense to leave it down here. That is more than enough power. I mean, way more than enough. Even though it says there's only... How do you unpack with a controller? Why? Or if you're using a PlayStation controller, triangle. It's just Y. Anything you do with F is Y. I could do that for hours. And may have at one point. So yeah, it's definitely time to pack up. God, this thing's gonna take up half a shuttle. This is where I need to have people playing with me and just build a couple more big shuttles and get it all at one time. But oh well. What's funny is I do my launches with both controller and mouse. I set the controller on the desk, use the shoulder button to launch, and then use the mouse to select everything. I don't know. I grew up with a controller in my hand. It feels more natural to me. But I hate trying to move stuff around in this game. And like, for the WASD, that's never become as natural for movements for me as a controller. Like, my brain just, I have to think about WASD. I'm sure if I did it enough, it would eventually become second nature. But the fact is, you have to do it enough for it to become second nature. And in the meantime, it's just an exercise in frustration. You just live there for now. Let's make... do I not have any empty silos? Two. I have 2 empty silos. Were there still some down below? I don't remember. One way to find out. Wah. So all that stuff that I am in the process of packing up and moving up here is all going to go down here. I have a little storage of currently unused items area. Right, whoops, right over there. You can see there's already some medium platform A's, medium rover. Basically, this guy's just chilling to hold it all. This is storage. And I even have a little house for whoever manages the storage department to live in. And yes, I know I have all these weird fictions in my head. Yeah, there's some more influence. So, graphite. Where's going to be the best place to go get graphite? Could trade for it, but that's going to take forever. As much as I'm going to need. Because I'm guessing I would need probably 2 more silos full at least to get all that stuff that's still on Silva. At least. I think I'm just going to drive around and look for it. Get lost on Glacio. There's a new theme for my streams. And yeah, I know I'm missing the silo. I genuinely don't care at this point, because there's a ramp right here, and I think there's graphite somewhere over here. Or at least there used to be. Apparently not anymore. I thought there was some right over there. I know there's somewhere near the base there's graphite. We'll just do a quick perimeter around the base of the base. That's the base up there. It has its own hill. Out of all the saves I've done, this is my favorite one that I've made. Well, what the hell did I do there? Guess that's just the slide where we kick off the bad Astroneers. It's like, hey, come here, check this out. It goes to a really cool place. Kick. That'll teach you not to perfectly align my platforms. Should be some light in this general area. It's always down here in these flat spots. Oh, there's ammonium. Too bad that's not what I'm out here for. There's some. Let's hope that's a lot. I'm going to start way back here just so I can get my angle right by time I get there. There we go. Ha ha ha! Oh. It doesn't go all the way across. That's sad. Looks like it goes pretty deep, though. So I should be able to get quite a bit here. I might get all I need right here. And then I get to turn it all into packagers. How awesome is that going to be? This is where I do wish there was an extra small printer, so I can just leave it all on the silos. Or somehow connect my backpack to a silo. Though I think that's going to be possible in Creative Update if I'm looking at the picture right. Carry some sort of tier 2 on your back. Which is going to look ridiculous just walking around with a silo on your backpack. Come home 43 hours later and he's still going in almost the exact same spot as when you left. Oh, get that bit right there. Come on, get that bit right there. I don't want to get out. Oh, I gotta get out and get that bit right there. There. And it's not even nearly enough to add up to a whole bundle. So it's wasted anyway, and I wasted time, because whatever. Anyway, yeah, this isn't going to be quite enough, but it's a lot. Or you missed it, I just disassembled a base. Well, that's what I'm getting on this graphite for, is to finish packing it all up. That's disappointing. I was really hoping for a lot more than that. But we'll find more. Actually, let's go this way. Go up. You just go up. Thank you. You know, there should be some more. Somewhere on these planes. Hematite, hematite, hematite. More hematite. Yeah, I really wish there were bulk printers for the small items. That's what I was saying. If we could just put a silo on our backpack, I'd gladly just switch silos out. But isn't that what that thing that's in the picture for the creative update is on the backpack? Is a tier 2 slot that spans 2 single tier slots on the backpack? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. But you guys would probably know better than me. Bit on the sides. There's a lot on the sides. Oh man, even more. What the fuck was I doing? There we go. Think that it is probably some form of spawner or infinite printer. I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at it. It's on the Trello roadmap now, right? The picture. I think it is, yeah. Can I see the image, please? Just the image. Can I make that bigger? Open. No, apparently I cannot. Trello is smarter than me when it comes to that. Come on. There, creative in PNG. There we go. Open a new tab. So, you see, this is the thing I'm talking about. So is that a printer icon? Oh man, see here I was hoping that that was something that like allowed, because to me, I didn't even look around to see if there's anything deadly around here. I hope there's not. To me, that makes it look more like, oh, wait a minute. That's not. The slots are totally different. Whoa, Rover. Rover, what? Whoa, what are we doing here? No, it's the same slot. It just doesn't have the bar across it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it does have, whoop, wrong button. That icon on it. So you think it's just going to let us print tier 2 from our backpacks? Oh, if it's a spawner, that would make sense since it's creative mode and you can just spawn stuff in. Man. Here this whole time I've been thinking, we're going to be able to put a freaking silo on our backpack. And I was going to be so happy. Because one, it's going to be ridiculous looking. Yeah, I know it's not a cable adapter. I just thought it was a clever way of them giving us a tier 2 slot on our backpack and fulfilling the much requested expanded backpack storage. So I do not want an inventory system where like it's just represented by, you know, I want to be able to see it. I like this game. What you have is what you see. But that would work with a silo on your backpack. Right, you just spawn stuff, just spawn it. Just like, I want 1 bajillion hydrogen because I have a planet to blow up. Oh my God. Yes, we've already talked about our creative mode plans for our next explosions. Though, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, but that's not the same level of accomplishment, because part of what made blowing up a mountain with 10,000 hydrogen cool was the, you know, idiocy you had to have to sit there and spend the time to produce and move 10,000 hydrogen. You know, it's like, I can't believe there's somebody out there that would do this. You know, if you can just spawn it all, it's not the same. It's not, you're not pulling off the same level of a feat. Yeah, you might still blow up half a planet, but you've still not. I don't know. You've not put in the sweat equity, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Still, it'd be awesome to see that kind of explosion. It's been a while since I've blown anything up in this game. Like, Systemair, you didn't give me a gun, but you did give me explosives, and that's good enough. I can wreak some destruction with some explosives. Yeah, you would have to take it off, but my thought for it is like what I'm about to have to do. I'm going to have to transfer all of this graphite off the silo, 8 at a time, onto my backpack, create packages, and then move them back on to the silo once they're packages. Whereas if I could just have a silo on my backpack, you feel weird that there's all this soil that I'm not turning into graphite. Yeah, but I'm not a big soil centrifuger, and I'm not a big... I just like digging. This is... Woo. This is, I don't know. I like the process of digging. Making stuff on the soil centrifuge and trading via scrap just aren't as satisfying to me. I don't know why. Maybe I just like the sound of the drill against hard rock. I think we're about done here. Actually, I think that'll be more than enough. Ooh, titanium. I think I've got plenty. I mean, that's 3 silos full, 3.5 silos full. Alright, I saw home a minute ago. Down here in the valley, not sure. It is over there. And the thing is, I have 30 soil canisters back at my base full of soil. I'll use soil for resin, graphite, compound. Some of the more common things that you get a good return on it for. Something I only get 4 at a time. I mean, I would do scrap for graphite before I would do soil. I'm weird like that. But I do get I mean, you can tell by unnecessarily digging this. You get a lot of satisfaction out of digging stuff in this game. I don't know why. And therein lies the beauty of Astroneer. There is no wrong way to play except my way. Which is clearly wrong in every way. See, I have tons of soil. Tons of soil, tons of scrap. I could have easily have gotten this much graphite through those methods, but I just don't like it. It's not as fun to me. Alright, so let's do this. Let's put all this stuff on here. That's why I like watching the streams where newer players are arguing with each other about like the right way to do something. I'm like, there is no right way. Like, there has to be. I'm like, there's not. It's Astroneer. If you can get it done the way you're getting it done, you're doing it the right way. You might not be doing it the easiest way. You might not be doing it the way that makes sense to somebody else, but you're doing it the right way. If you're not dying and you're accomplishing your goal, then you're good to go. This is why I wish I could have a silo on my backpack. So I could just sit here, click the print button all day, and have all these other slots full, and have them just go right back to the silo. But you're right, that thing's probably an object spawner. And now I'm sad. This is why I also wish there was a portable version of this printer. The no power issue. Alright, give me 8 more. What is it to open your backpack? Hey, Q. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do as much mouse and keyboard as I can, because I know people like scratch their head and they're like, what is happening? Why does it keep giving controller and keyboard controls? What weird piece of a system is he playing on? Go on there. There you go. Do it works for me? Oh no, I do. But I'm trying to like. I don't know, I think Astroneer would be a good game because I do play some FPS games, and I'm at a disadvantage on PC because I use controller. I would like to get better with the old Rasad, and it's just a matter of retraining myself how to play games through a different input method. That's all it is. And in Astroneer, it's not as frustrating. Especially because I can just stand here in one spot. Okay, let's start the next one printing before we move on. There we go. Whoop. So much for that plan. No, nope, get on there. So this is probably going to be the rest of the stream, isn't it? I'm just going to be making packagers. Hooray. Oi. I get a big kick. I made, back when packagers gave you, when it wasn't balanced and you got more scrap for packagers than you really should have. I made a video about it. It was called Graphite is Magic. And that video still gets so many views. But people get so mad because I've got right there in the first comment and in the description, this has been patched. It doesn't work anymore. But then they try it anyway because saw it on YouTube. And they come back and yell at me in the comments. Like, this didn't work. You're lying. I'm like, no, it was patched a long time ago. They fixed it. They balanced it. It works the way it should now. Now, back then, I did scrap for everything. Because, you know, it was just... I could turn one graphite into anything. Turn one graphite into a shredder. Turn one graphite into a space shuttle. Turn one graphite into hydrazine. Whatever you need. Oh, that's the wrong one, Brendan. There is something kind of zen about staring at these windmills while all this goes. Oh, did I ever show you guys how I finally got solar to work on this planet? Since I'm up at the North Pole, the small ones wouldn't work. Because the sun's always up somewhere. Like, since I'm up high enough, it rotates all the way around my base at that exact elevation. So the small ones don't work anywhere in any orientation. These guys do if they're up here on this. They won't work if I have them, like, sometimes they'll work here, but usually not. Like, see, no. It doesn't work there. But if I put it up on these, they work. And as the sun rotates around, they switch out. So the only time I don't have solar is when the sun goes behind the gateway. So these two will close, and those two will close, but these two will stay open, and these two will come on, and these two will come on. So, like, I had to make double the solar, but it works. I get some solar. Not that I need it. I've got more RTGs and batteries than I'll ever need on the whole base. But I still think it's kind of cool that there was like a workaround for that. I don't get why the small ones won't work, though, and why they won't work when laying flat. I guess it's just too low of an angle. I guess the intensity isn't great enough, maybe, at that angle. Is intensity a thing in this game? For as much as I've played it, and for as much as I understand, there's so much about Astroneer that is still a mystery to me. I'm like, this works, but I don't know why it works, type thing. And then that whole thing that happened a minute ago with the splitter. That was completely disconnected from all power sources, and yet I was running a research chamber off of it. Oh my god, imagine if I could figure out how to reproduce whatever that splitter was doing. No, it wouldn't work though. And then take a splitter, plug it into both ends of a rover. If I could figure out how to, like, trick the game into doing that, and then just have infinite power for a rover, that would be kind of cool. Just plug it into each end. Then you couldn't use the drill and all that too. So that could be an issue. You just click in. I don't like sticking them to stuff. I don't know why I don't like sticking them to stuff. I just don't like sticking them to stuff. I have no rational explanation for that. I think this will be enough packagers. So I don't think there's 48 things down there left to still be packaged. So I'll have some left over. I do have a base on Desolo, and I'm going to leave it, even though it's overkill. But that was more my experiment in using the new circular platforms to build a base. So there's no need to tear it down, because I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's just a small, simple thing. Nope. 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 So for those of you still watching, I saw a video, I think on Discord actually, maybe it was on Reddit, where somebody was able to shred a rover seat while someone was sitting in it, and they came out really teeny tiny. Have any idea what combination of events can recreate that? Because I just kind of want to do it. Just to, I don't know, just to do it. Just because it looks silly. Like, we tried it last weekend, and we couldn't ever get it to work, me and my friend Rocket. Oh, so it's the client, maybe, okay, because I was trying to put him in the shredder, so he should have been trying to put me in the shredder. Okay, we'll have to try again on Saturday night when he's... Because he works nights, Monday through Friday. I just really want to do it because it just looked ridiculous. And I just want to... I don't know, it's one of those things that... I've seen it done, and it was hilarious, but I kind of want to do it too now. Yeah, I seriously doubt there's that much stuff down there that still needs packaged. So this will work out well. Overhauls. Nope, nope, nope. There, nope. There you go. Come on, backpack. 2 more. You can do it. No, I wish I could say this has been fun. This has been tedious. But it did go a lot quicker than I thought it would, so... I thought it was going to take, like, 30 minutes. No, I don't want that. I want that. Sure, I can go there. So this stuff can just chill out over here for a minute. This is what I'm going to do. Be regular size unless there's a third round to return the... Also, we need 3 people to do it. Like, I tried and tried and tried. We eventually just launched him into space by attaching a thruster to a large storage and putting the seat on that. And he was happy that he got to do something goofy that way, but I was not satisfied. I wanted to do the little miniature Astroneer thing. Right. This is like only the 2nd time I've hooked these 2 up. One was when I went and got all that scrap. And this is the other. Ooh, this is going to be tight to get a trailer through here. Yeah, hold on. I know what we're going to do. We're going to come up this way, and then I'll just yeet myself off the side. Flip the rover over. Graphics being weird. Stop it. I guess I didn't need both rovers, did I? No, I didn't. Oh well. I have them now. So they're both coming with. Except, how about we do that? There we go. This'll go well. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, see, it's going great. No problems here at all. There we go. We're fine. Except I'm totally stuck now. What am I stuck on? Excuse me. What are we stuck on? Why can't I drive? Oh, the icicle. I didn't see it there. That makes sense. Can I get around it? Yes, I can. I cannot see a thing with that thing on there. Holy fuck. Okay, fit through there. Come on. Yay, no collisions. Alright, so some of this stuff will live over here. You chill out over there. Which one has more resources? I think this one does. So you're gonna go over here. And then, I want that back off of there. These need to go down there. That needs to go down there. I completely missed. No, no, no. You just, thank you. Oh, that is so bright. Okay, so I guess it didn't have a lot of resources. I was mistaken. The solar, what? Are those working? Oh yeah, because the sun's right there. So down here at the lower level they work. That's kind of awesome. You go there. What are you? Your stuff that needs to go back up top, so you go there. So that's resources, that's resources, that's resources. This is a platform. And then... organize all this stuff later. For now, I just want to get it unloaded. Go on there. There you go. So that organization I did earlier was kind of for naught. I should have done this first. And one more? Yeah, one more. Yeah, you can live up there. I'm pretty sure that's it. The rest of this is all... Yeah, material. Okay. Building items. So those all live over here. And we'll just plop that right... No, guess not. Ooh, let's see if we can't keep the solar working by putting it right here at the edge. This thing's not plugged in, though. Where did... Oh, it's not that one. It's this one. Let's... yeah, it probably won't work. But... it's worth a shot. Come on there. And we'll know pretty soon. Actually... Oh, God, that's going to be powered because of the batteries. That is blinding. Where is all the solar? Oh, there they are. Yeah, they're not going to have a shot at the sun this way. And even if they were, I can't tell right now because the sun's not up. So those are platforms. That's all power stuff. So this is a platform. It comes over here. Somewhere there's tractor parts. I don't know where. And then that goes back up to the top. And this goes back on the shuttle. And I need to make 2 more silos, because I'm obviously going to need a bunch of silos. So I may as well just make them. Yeah, I took the thing up earlier to make the steel. You do not like to turn corners when there's a trailer attached to you. There you go. So we will grab this. That there. Give me this. And put that on there. So I can get this trailer where it belongs. Is that upside down? Yes. If I do it like this, it's still the same controls. There we go. And that's where that lives. Ow. You go there. You come back. And then we run over here because Weezweeb was asking for a hug. There you go, Weezweeb. So I need steel. Yeah, I definitely need steel. But I think I will mess with that another time because my brain hurts. I put way too much thought into this. And I don't want to go back to Sylvan and start packaging that stuff right now. Because if I start, I won't stop until it's done. And it's 11, and I've been up since, like, 3 in the morning, and I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. So, what I'm saying is, I'm fucking tired. How can I organize this better to get all the color thingies in one spot? Narrow mod, wide mod. And these are silver colors. And then, not really a good place for the old narrow mod and wide mod to go, so I'll just do as best as I can for some symmetry there. That works. And I can get rid of one of these evil things. I hate medium platforms so much. I always have. I don't like them. And that makes me happy to do that with them. Go ahead, just throw it on the floor. Oh, you're not done yet. Okay, whatever. So, I think that's a good stopping point for tonight. Might pick this back up tomorrow night. Or I don't know. I might stream something else tomorrow night. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm sure we're still at least 3 weeks out from the next update, so I've got plenty of time to get all this in order. And I don't base that on anything other than my guess as far as when. I have no idea. Oh yeah, that whole trip was just to go get hydrogen to make hydrazine, and I still have no hydrogen. So real quick, go pick up the hydrogen. So at least the thing we went there for can be accomplished. Yeah, that's what started this whole thing, is I went to make a quick trip for hydrogen. Because I thought there was already a bunch there. And I intentionally left the packagers behind, because if I had them, I would start doing it. I would start packaging everything up. So I'd have to. Because that's the way my brain works. So while we're in orbit, let's see who is a good candidate for a raid tonight. Oh, I wish he was streaming Astroneer. See, this kid's a good streamer, but he's not. Let's find an Astroneer streamer. Not English. That's me. I'm like, hey, there's somebody with 9 viewers. Yeah, that's me. Somebody playing with the EXO flight test. There's my base. Wait, is that my base? Not English, not English. Just chatting, but you appear to be playing Astroneer. So I think we'll go. Let me check this out real quick. There we go. I found a good candidate. As I unmuted the stream, he said, "You can feel free to just lurk if you want." I'm like, perfect. My viewers will love that. He's like, "You don't feel like you have to talk. You can just lurk." I'm like, "Yep, I've got the group for you." So put this on here. I'm ready to take that to Glacio, and I'm going to send you off to a guy named, I guess it's Gecko, Geqo. I'm assuming just a weird way of spelling Gecko. So I'll be back online live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Hope you guys will all join me then. And until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.